That's good. That's good. What do we got? Ooh, we got the notification. Second down in about 9.
For Miami for the moment as Brandon Staley, the Chargers head coach, looks on, and Landon Roberts going to come out of the game for a moment when the officials spotted something, and Roberts will be looked at by the...
Damn, Amir's having a great stream. Hell yeah.
He's a downhill thumper kind of guy. Big
Amir's got 56 ass people watching. Fuck yeah. Excuse me. You ever drink like something and it goes like down the complete wrong tube? Oh, it feels like you're gonna die a little bit. Too mid, yeah. That's it's sadly. Y'all go Herb Goat doing his thing. 3rd and 4 though, to the Miami 12. How's the audio?
Well, let's give some credit right now to Joe Lombardi, the offensive
Perfect.
because he has kept this on the move. He is not letting...
All right, I've recovered now. Whew.
He is running bootlegs. He is running out on...
Good catch by Keenan Allen there on the sideline. Do you guys think Joe Lombardi's going to get a head coaching look? Or no, because the Chargers offense hasn't been that great? Like, for example, like Ben Johnson from the Lions is probably going to get a lot of head coaching consideration this offseason, I would imagine. Ooh, what's up with my camera? Is it all shitty? Flip. Back on. There we go. What do we got? 2nd and goal at the 5. What's up, Jags? How's it going? What's up, Daniel? Mr. Barry? Goat. No gain. 3rd and 5. Or, well, 2nd and goal now. Rather, sorry about that. All right, I'm not that far behind. Peacock's doing all right tonight. Here, let me refresh it, actually, just to make sure I'm in a good spot. And I got to turn it way down. Hopefully the audio's still halfway decent. What's up, Jacob? If it's too quiet, let me know. I can turn it up a little bit. Herbert throws on 2nd and goal. No gain. 3rd and goal at the 6. So, 4th down play coming up. Or, well, 3rd down play coming up, rather. What's up, Jacob? Oh, I thought that was somebody else. I thought another Jacob had came in. I'm watching it on Peacock, which is pretty solid usually. The only thing I have against Peacock is the fucking, there's no quality control. I can't drop it down to like fucking 480p and have a beautiful connection the whole stream. I think it's trying to push 4K. It's like my computer can barely handle this. 4th and goal. The Dolphins come up with a huge stop on goal to go and hold them to 4th and goal at the 2. Chargers are probably going to be going for it here because it's the Los Angeles Chargers and they kind of just go for it. By the way, if you haven't left a like, consider doing so. Stream's off to a slow start. What's up, other Jacob? Everyone's just yo. And no one has anything more insightful. Hopefully everyone's having a good day. Oh, and short. Dolphins hold. Dolphins take over. 4th and goal. Not unable to convert. And Miami takes over. 1st and 10 for Miami at their own 1. Yeah, yep. You guys need them to lose. You guys win your division if the Chargers lose tonight. And the Patriots are... Behold strong, stud. All right, commercial break, so I'm going to mute the audio. Muting the audio. 5:58 to play in the first. Miami takes over. 1st and 10 at the Miami 1. Yeah. I actually think this game has no matter to me in terms of the Patriots and if they're going to certain playoff spots and blah, 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 blah. There we go. That's good. That's good. That's good. Boom. Tua needs to get... Yeah, I hope you guys win, just so my team can move further into the wild card. But, you know. And then we have to worry... Then I have to worry about next week. The Patriots or the Lions play the Jets. That'll be interesting. Why, what's next Saturday? Or what's next Sunday? Oh, yeah, you guys want that number 1 seed in the AFC. So which team had the worst loss today? Was it the Vikings getting completely just dumpstered on by the Lions? And, like, I don't know, they're super great offense, only managed, like, they just kind of, I don't know, the Vikings did not look like a 10-2 football team today. They barely played better than the Jaguars did versus the Lions. It's like, well, Justin Jefferson had like 230 receiving yards, yep, and 0 touchdowns. Crazy. So the Lions basically were just like, we'll let him catch it, but we'll just play behind him, let him catch it, and then tackle him immediately. It'll be the greatest strategy anyone's ever seen on this guy. And it completely worked to contain him. To be honest, I mean, they gave up a shitload of yards to Jefferson and a lot of receptions. But that might have been the game plan. Yeah, no, the Bucs losing 34-0 or whatever the final was in that game. Yeah, that was the worst one. You know, we're not gonna. You know, that was cheating. Something. See that? Do you know the Bucs actually scored all those points, but for some reason they counted them for the 49ers? I heard that, what's up, KHY? You know that the election company Dominion, they ran the scoreboard in the Bucs versus the 49ers game. And wouldn't you believe it, a liberal San Francisco beat conservative Tampa Bay. Dominion got him again. I watched Brady throw 4 touchdowns today. I don't know what happened. You guys really think that Brock Purdy did all that? Okay. Okay. You probably also think Joe Biden's the legitimate. It'll never not be funny. Oh, incomplete. 3rd down and 9 coming up. Tyreek Hill drops the ball. Brock Purdy's draft analysis is almost the exact same as Tom Brady. I'll show you guys something cool that Cheeto or Distracted showed me in the Discord. But like, wait till you see something really cool about the Brock Purdy's draft list and next to Tom Brady's. Just wait, literally wait till it's eerie. I think the new word for system quarterback is now called a rhythm quarterback. Like, it's a bad thing if a quarterback can play good when they're in a rhythm. You would consider guys like Mac Jones Tua rhythm quarterbacks. They don't play as well when the game is kind of random and not as like linear. I'm on a Peacock. Why? What's up, KHY? Yeah, first round. Yeah, in the AFC that'd be big. That's a first down for the Dolphins. Big play to Tyreek Hill. Well, not really a big play. It was like 13 yards. All right, what are we going to see here? I'm guessing some kind of play action. Yep. Play action. I've never seen a play action screen pass outside of Madden before. Oh, yeah, that's why KHY. Someone else said I was ahead of them, too. That was a legitimate play action screen. That was interesting. I believe that was a play action receiver screen pass of all things. I like to see that. So one thing I like about Mike McDaniel quite a bit is, boy, do I like watching his offense operate. It's pretty. Like, it's motion and people are moving around. The play that you see at the start might look significantly different by the time the ball is hiked because people are running around. And RPO, they didn't get any gain on that. 3rd and 10, but I don't know. I hate boring offense. The Lions have a very exciting, fun offense to watch. And it's very like movie and gadgety and full of trick plays and a bunch of cool little gadgets in it. Like, I can't stand, like, well, the Patriots offense. I hate to say it. I can't stand it. It's like, fucking do play action. It's so valuable. How are you not utilizing play action? It's one of the most effective play action quarterbacks in football. It's not even. That's a false start, by the way. False start, the offensive line. Who do you pick in that one? Who do you single out on that play? Wasn't there a moment where, like, the ref flagged every single player on the offense? It was like false start on everybody. It was just, damn, they didn't even know who to flag. It was just everybody false started. Was that a real thing, or was that like a movie I watched or a TV show? Could have been a TV show. I don't know. Anyway, 3rd and 15 here for the Dolphins after the false start. They're backed up to the 11. Tua drops back, looking to find somebody. Throws across the... Oh, almost intercepted. Oh, yeah, everybody but the center. False start, everybody but the center. That's right. That's exactly what it was. I was trying to remember. I think somebody was exempt, though. It's honestly one of my... Was that a real football moment? Yeah, it was, wasn't it? Dude, that ref looked so annoyed, too. Steelers versus Pats, that's what it was, yeah. And the ref looked like he was going to fucking commit homicide. You should look at the look on this guy's face when he... he looks so annoyed. False start on everybody but the... If he could have said fucking, he would have dropped a hard fuck right there. Anyway, Chargers take back over. Dolphins have to punt it away. 1st and 10 at the 43 for the Chargers. They're going to go to commercial break. All right, commercial break, 2:36 to play, 0-0 game. All right, I want to show you guys a cool thing that somebody posted earlier. And I thought it was a pretty cool thing. Oh, did it open? Oh, there we go. Isn't that kind of, by the way, it's a commercial break. I'll unmute it as soon as possible. Cannot drive ball downfield. Cannot drive deep throws. Lacks great physical stature. Lacks pocket stature. System type. Rhythm quarterback. Isn't that kind of fucking eerie? It's literally just the updated lingo for the same exact thing. It's the exact same argument that it's the same wording. It's literally system doesn't matter anymore because now they build systems in the NFL. Now the new knock on quarterbacks like that is their rhythm quarterbacks. It's the new system quarterback mocker. Now I have to fight against fucking rhythm quarter. I have to fight against stereotypes of. I've often fought back against the idea of system court. What? So you can't just recreate those systems and dominate in the NFL? Nope, impossible. Won't work. Okay, what about Patrick fucking Mahomes? Do you know 10 years ago Mahomes wouldn't have worked in the NFL? They'd have just cast him off as a system quarterback and put him as a backup for life. Want to know how I know? There's guys like Colt Brennan and fucking Graham Harrell who probably had the exact same skill set as Patrick Mahomes, like even probably better arms, and they were just cast aside and branded as system quarterbacks, so they weren't good enough to ever get a shot. And now they're starting in this new bullshit with rhythm quarterbacks. Oh, here we fucking go again. This is the new one. Oh, he only does good because the team is doing good. Fucking dumb fucking argument. He does good when the offense is in sync. Yeah, so does everybody. Every quarterback could be a rhythm quarterback then. No, he only plays good when he can build off of good plays. You mean he runs an offense? What do you think? Offense just runs in random sequence together, and there's no like you run play A to build off of play B to build off of play C. You might even run play A to set up play E or G. Like you don't. What the fuck? No, I think it runs like you just kind of pick a random play like on Madden. That's how I don't know. That maybe people don't think about it that way, but that's why I've. It's. All right, here we go. Yeah, she's pretty hot. She's 18, right? If not, then I take back what I said, and she's a very pretty young lady.
But let's give Justin Herbert some credit. He turns his back to the defense, looks back the other way, and then all of a sudden he's got somebody right in his face, still makes the throw down.
Good first down play. I have no idea who how old she is. I don't know how old a lot of these. She looks like she's like 22. I'm pretty bad with ages, though. Everybody younger than me kind of just looks roughly some vague age. Oh, by the way, I figured out why. You know how we've had random that's a 5-yard pickup there for Kelly. You know how we've had discussions how people born from like 93 to 96, I want to say, who are like the old versions of Zoomers, but like the young version of like the babies of the millennials and the grandparents of the Zoomers. They finally created a separate category of them people. Finally, I finally got the right grouping. We're called Zillennials. We're right between 93 to 96 because it's just like, and then like it's very, very specific like niche categories of things. And you'd be like, if you identify with these things, you'd be like, oh yeah, okay, yeah, that's where I fit into. Because again, the oldest millennials are 40 years old. I'm 29. I have nothing in common with them old cocksuckers. That's got to be a catch. Yeah, I was going to say that's got to be one. Damn, where is everybody? Sunday Night Football is dead tonight. I didn't realize there's nobody here. Usually there's there'd be a bunch of people here at least hate watching the Dolphins. Where's all the where's everybody at? If you haven't left a like, consider doing so. It might help get a few more people in here. We're kind of struggling along. Also, no one's really saying anything either. It's just kind of a dead chat tonight. What is Miami challenging? That he caught that? One. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. He might not have caught that shit. Why aren't they going to replay it? That's obnoxious. I hate when they do that. They're just like, we're going to show it one time and then go to commercial break. Fuck it. Can we see? And then you know what's going to be annoying is they're going to wait until after the thing is called to come back from commercial break, and they're never going to show the play again. NBC is awful with this. The only channel that still does challenges halfway decent is ESPN, and sometimes Amazon. I hate that they don't show challenges anymore. It's so stupid. Do you think it's because people would fucking figure it out and be 100% correct? And like the whole internet would be at like a 98% consensus on a play? And then the NFL would be like, actually, we think the opposite. And it's like, oh, that's not suspicious at all. So the NFL went, we're not doing this anymore on TV. You guys don't get to watch the replay. It feels very intentional because it used to be a regular part of watching a football game is they would never go to weird commercial breaks during the entire challenge. and just hide from. They're like, we're not going to let you see the challenge. Why? It's an informative ass part of football. You can learn a lot of shit watching that. Why are you taking away the like cool information, like parts where announcers can dump knowledge on like parts of the game, parts of the rule book that you can bring on officials, you know, experts who understand like the insides and outsides of the rules and explain like X, Y, and Z to the listeners. I don't understand why the fuck they don't do that. It would also demystify the process of the whole thing. Like, why are they keeping it as some like weird art? Like, you can't see what we do. It's just like, you guys are just making this feel more and more and more rigged with less and less transparency. Like, what's the point of not letting us see the whole thing? I don't know. It's annoying. All right, game's back on.
For 2 on challenges this year. Looks like it's going to be 0 for 3. We're watching with our 3-time Super Bowl referee, Terry McCauley. This angle gives us the best look, Terry.
After reviewing the play, the receiver controlled the ball and got 2 feet in bounds. That's a catch. Miami will be charged with their first timeout, and they have 1 challenge remaining left in the game.
Damn, it's dead in here. Oh, I don't know what's going on with the broadcast. Oh, his foot did tap. Okay, I'm glad they decided to let us see something. Cool. I'm glad they scrimpled a little bit on us. Anyway, they're going to send Keenan Allen into motion. He goes up to the top of the screen. Watch out for the throw to him. Nope, Allen's going to have to flush out. And that ball just gets thrown away. All right, 2nd down and 10 at the 20. Just outside of the red zone are the Chargers. Good pressure there by Miami. Flushed Herbert out of the pocket, had to make him make a hurried up decision, and just had to throw it away. This should probably be the last play of the first quarter, by the way. There is like, I can't see the exact clock, but yeah, 14 seconds. Herbert looks, he's holding it up. He got sacked. That'll end the first quarter more than likely. Yep, it does. All right, first quarter comes to a close. I'm going to mute the audio here as it goes to a commercial break between the quarters. Chargers have it 3rd and 16 at the Miami 26, 3rd and 16 at the Miami 26. Chargers will have the ball when the second quarter resumes. 0-0 score. The fucking ESPN page always broken. There we go. All right. Oh shit, am I lagging? It's good, Adam. How's it going, man? You're the first person to actually say anything in like 10 minutes. It's crazy. This is one of the quieter streams that I've ever done. Don't really know what's going on. It's dead as fucking here tonight. Might pack it up at halftime. I'm not gonna lie. This is a pretty bad stream. Very boring, very boring. Not worth my time right now. Maybe. Yeah, I don't know. It's kind of 9 o'clock. I don't think anyone's coming. I think people just don't want to watch tonight. So. You have over in this game? Yeah, it doesn't look like it. It's going to be an over game. That's for sure. Your fantasy still doing rough? I haven't even looked at mine today. I forgot to set my lineups again. I hope the changes I made on Thursday are good. I mean, it still could. First quarter sometimes can be a little deceiving. They can do a bunch of scoring real quick. between you and another for first pick next year. Yeah, that's what happens. Fantasies go whatever. Especially if a bunch of stuff you thought was going to work out didn't end up working out. And Texans were close. They played a good game. Almost pulled her off. Damn, we're down to a whole 5 people left. Very exciting. Very exciting. I don't think anybody got any notification tonight. I'm going to be honest with you. Feels like nobody did. Because I doubt there would only be 5 people here. Usually these streams aren't that dead. I don't think at any point today did the Lions stream really dip below like 15 to 17. Yeah, I got one too, but it just seems a little exceptionally slow tonight. 4th and 5. Looks like the Chargers are just going to take the points here. You need the Chargers to lose. Yeah. We're at 30 minutes, and I don't think we've hit 10 viewers yet. At one total time in the stream. So you got your notification very late. That's interesting. Are they about to go to another commercial break? Yep. Oh, another break. I can see maybe why people aren't watching. It's like, why bother if it's just going to be break after break after break? Well, I doubt he's going to get fired in mid-season. If there's any coach that's going to get fired, it would be Hackett. No, that's pretty nice. It's a nice trait for a plant to have. There we go. It's only a quick one.
In this first quarter plus, although they've gotten down inside the red zone twice and finally come away with a field goal as opposed to...
Yeah, if Staley gets fired, it'd probably be in the offseason. It's like a bubble just oozing out. Ugh. Is it actually smokable shit that's popping out?
His accuracy, Chris, it looks like a different guy this season.
He really does, and I think this offense is fitting him perfectly. Although now, for the second week in a row, we've seen defenses really drop those linebackers deep underneath. And
all right, just waiting for a kickoff, and there it is. Touchback. Sticky. Kind of sounds like sap almost.
In the West, but it's 2 o'clock somewhere, like it's 2 time this year. Go back to last year, 2021, yards per pass were 6.8. First in the NFL, that big increase to 9 per pass. The rating that takes all the numbers and puts them together, best in the league, and the largest increase in the NFL as well. And if he leads the league in rating, he'd be the second youngest to do it. The other guy's in the building, Dan Marino, who did it with the Dolphins at age 20.
All right, here we go. 1st and 10 at the 25 for the Dolphins. Right on the flower. Interesting. I've never heard of that before. Oh, shit, Miami fumbled. But I think they got it back. They did. Looked like the ball popped out for a second anyway. 2nd and 13. Ball's at the 22 now. A little bit of a loss.
With Waddle, and we've seen with Tyreek their ability to make big plays in the passing game. But when you think back to the roots in the San Francisco style and the Kyle Shanahan style, that this really is an opportunity for Miami if they can get the running game going to have some play action, explosive plays.
Amber color blob. That is interesting. That does sound like that. Hey, what's up, Jason? Long time no see. Yeah, a huge win. They destroyed the Bucks. That'll be incomplete. I'm not really sure where that was going. 3rd and 13. It looks like he tried to hit Hill, but it was wildly underthrown. And it'll bring up 3rd and long.
They had it. I mean, they really did. You get
It looked like it.
post route with a safety outside and no help.
It was just very,
Never saw the football.
I don't know, a little,
You see Tyreek all the time.
just a bad throw, I guess.
He just couldn't find it.
Yeah, Niners had a huge win. Big performance by Mr. Purdy again. Hey, man. I don't know. It's understandable. I appreciate you coming by when you could. Oh, shit. Tua is down. Well, he's not hurt or anything. He just got sacked. All right, so the Dolphins will have to punt it away here. Chargers lead 3-0, and it's 4th and 19 at the Miami 16. Maybe a block punt or something. That'd be pretty cool. Just block safety. Looks like they're going to come and try to block the punt. That's for sure, unless they're faking the pressure. Ooh, they almost got it. Ooh, that was close. Yeah, I didn't think they would win that big either, Jason. That was a ass beating. I figured it would at least be close. All right, Chargers take back over. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Chargers at the. I'll wait for this to update. I didn't really see where they went down, but it is 12:41 to play. It's 1st and 10 at the Miami 43. So the Chargers take back over in Miami territory. Good return by the return man. And, yeah, 1st and 10 Chargers at the 43. Let's see if the Chargers can go up 6 or 10-0 here. With, I don't know, it's commercial break, though, so. Yeah, that wasn't a good game by the Bucs. Chargers beat the hell out of them. Sadly, it doesn't appear that the Bucs are going to win the Super Bowl like I predicted. Looks like that was looks like I was wrong on that one. I'm still not going to change anything because, you know, I'm a man of my word. But boy, does that suck. It looks like the Niners can win the NFC as long as they can get like semi-consistent offensive play. I don't know if there's an NFL offense that's really capable of beating that defense right now. Yeah, one of them should, like, if the Falcons had anything. Yeah, Debo's hurt. That's not good. But offense doesn't really matter much to the 49ers anyway. They could score like 20 a game. I don't think anyone's going to fucking beat them. And they got McCaffrey, so things are a little bit better, you know what I mean? Like, McCaffrey was a menace today. Oh yeah, the 49ers. Yeah, it's probably the best in the NFL. And I don't even think probably is the right word. I think it just is the best defense in the NFL. Like for a large part, yeah. I'm trying to think of, is there somebody who's like slightly better at defense than them? And it's like, I don't know. They don't really let teams score in the entire second half. I think they've given up 7 points, maybe 3 points in the second half in the last 5-6 weeks. I can't unmute it because it looks like they're playing weird music, but now I can. All right. What's up, Quan? Yeah, you guys had a good one. You guys played a lot better than I thought you were going to, Quan. You guys came back to life all of a sudden. Of course, Russell got like... He looks hurt. How bad is he hurt? There was like a big-ass knot on his forehead during that game. Defense should get points for holding 2-0 points per quarter. Yeah, that would be pretty cool. Oh, really? Hell yeah. Glad that it was good. I think so, Quan. I actually think that you guys would have somehow snuck that game out. Russ, I feel like Russ just suddenly clicked. I don't even know what happened. He went, oh yeah, I remember how to play football now. And then he got like a horrible looking concussion. Like, damn, poor guy. He literally looked like he finally figured out how to fucking make it work in Hackett's system, and his head broke. It nearly killed the man. Yeah, it's just offense. You guys got to fire that coach. He sucks. You got to get rid of him. Didn't work. What's the situation? 3rd and 1. Yeah, I don't know what happened. Your team just. You got Adam. Your team gets so complacent. The Chiefs. I don't know what it is. Like you guys are just fine with just like, it's fine. We'll win, which is fine, but it's interesting. I don't know. I don't know what you guys are gonna do. That's a first down, big gain there by the number 40, and it'll be first and oh no, never mind. Kelly was the runner, number 25. 40's a fullback, but it'll be a big first down all the way to the 12-yard line. First and 10 to the 12. Honestly, don't know who they should hire. Do you go and hire a coach like Ben Johnson from the Lions, their offensive coordinator, quite yet? Yeah, the Patriots have to win tomorrow. It's a 100% must win. I swear, I'll let them come back, keep it closer. But yeah, exactly. It's like that's the only way you guys can get your excitement in football anymore. 2nd down and 8, 2-yard gain to the 10. Good little scamper there by Eckler, who's kind of struggling to get it going, but really don't know why they're so like committed to running the ball at Miami right now. It's just like you guys do know, like for all of Miami's struggles on defense, they're like a top 10 running defense. So I don't know why anyone's like, yeah, our plan is to run the ball at them. Why not throw it? Nah, that's too simple. That worked too well. You don't understand the genius. Brandon Staley. See what I mean? That was way easier than what it was before. Just fucking throw the ball. They're not that good at covering people. they're like 23rd ranked. You guys should just stop running it. There's no reason to run the football. Not against these goddamn the fucking behemoths they got on that line. Yeah, that was a really nice throw and catch. Good little toe tap by number 81. I think that's Mike Williams. And the Chargers go up 9-0, 10-0 pending the extra point. Can't really always count it when you got a rookie kicker. I know, I need these bitches to lose too. Well, actually, it doesn't matter with the Chargers. I think we're ahead of them somehow for some reason. The Patriots are. Dolphins are a 2nd round. You think they're going to beat a division winner? Who do they have to play right now? Oh, the South. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. They're going to have to play like the Titans. Like, oh, okay. Yeah, never mind. Okay. So, yeah, 2nd round for sure. I see what you're doing. Yeah, because it's like, yeah, but they've got to play like the NFC South teams. So, not exactly a tough game. No, wait. Yeah. Chargers are up 10-0 with 9:49 to play. It's a commercial break, so I have the audio muted. Audio is muted for commercial break. 9:49 to play here in the 2nd quarter. 10-0 Chargers lead the game. If you haven't left a like, consider doing so. It'll help the stream out. Might get a few more people in here. Gets the interactions up, and it's just always a nice. It's always a nice gesture, anyway. Dolphins sleep. I don't know. I don't think you can sleep on playoff teams. if you get caught, I don't know. That'd be pretty crazy. Imagine a team admits we just looked right past them. Be like, to what? It's the playoffs, man. You got to be focused a little bit here. Nah, we got caught looking past our opponent. Into what? Oh, we're up at 11 likes, by the way. I appreciate that, everyone. Very kind. It's like, what were you looking into? Look, what were you looking forward to? Next game. It's like, oh, that's stupid. Yeah, Quan, that's the bitch about it. You guys just helped out the Seahawks today. Quan, do you want to know some shit that Lions and Seahawks fans are talking to one another? It's gonna Broncos fans and Rams fans aren't gonna want to hear what's the lowly Lions and Seahawks fans are talking shit like behind your guys' backs. You know how you guys play each other on Christmas? Do you know Seahawks and Lions call that the great proxy war between the Seahawks and Lions for the better draft pick? We're going to be rooting hard. I'm going to be rooting hard for your Broncos in that game. You guys have to beat the Rams in that one. Like, for all it's worth, you got to beat them. No, wait, you guys got to lose. Blow that game. I hope Russ is out for the season. Hold on a second. Yeah, you guys got to lose. I'm sorry. We need you to lose. We have the Rams pick, not your guys' pick. Because we have the Rams pick, and you guys have the, and Seattle has your pick. And both of us are, we're not picking down there right now. Elite offense and defense has very, very young but talented players, and they're slowly coming into their own, especially James Houston and Hutchinson. They're figuring out how to play very quickly, so they're not only is their defense slowly getting better and better and better, because they also have a very young secondary and a very young linebacking core, but their offense is fucking scoring like 30 points a game all year. That's really hard to beat, no matter how bad your defense is. And now their defense suddenly is only giving up like 20 a game. It's improved dramatically over the last few weeks. Like, dramatically improved. First and 10 at the 25 for the Dolphins. Pretty common touchback. The biggest confusing thing to me is how in the fuck did the Lions fix Jared Goff when Sean McVay could not figure out how to fix him? That will always be one of the most baffling things to me, is how an offensive guy as smart as Sean McVay could not figure out how to utilize Jared Goff. But the Lions with Dan Campbell and Ben Johnson were like, yeah, we got this. Incomplete to Gesicki. Second down and 10. Yeah, Gesicki, I wouldn't look for safety and help over on that Chargers sideline. They don't even look out for the safety of their own players. They're like, listen, you're on your own over here. If we don't give a shit about our guys getting hurt, do you think we care if you get hurt? This is the Chargers, baby. Man, Tua's lighting it up today. 2-9, 13 yards. That's what we call elite performance, right? Second down and 10. Ball across the middle and incomplete. Oh, come on. What kind of fucking flag was that? Jesus Christ. Oh, I don't like that. That's a bad flag. Yeah, and that's what I mean. I don't understand what the hell happened with Goff. There's collapse there. Quan, I don't disagree. Russ, he needs to sit for at least the next game. That shouldn't have been DPI. That's a horseshit call. First and 10 for the Dolphins at the 35 now. Nah, that's not DPI. Come on. He's literally looking at the ball too. It's arguable he's making a play. Yeah. Nah, it's not. That's a light ass PI call if I ever seen one. You gotta remember, I'm pretty much, I think it should be an egregious situation where, again, I have a thing where I feel like the forever rule has always been, if the DB is looking back for the ball as well, they can't call PI on stuff like that. That felt way too ticky-tacky to be PI. They can, Quan, they can. It could very well be Eagles versus 49ers in that championship game. That feels very, very likely. Don't really trust the Vikings right now. That defense is butt fucking awful. You know the Vikings have given up 400 yards in 5 straight games now? Oh, shit. That ball. Oh, shit. Miami's got it up. Oh, god damn it. No. That's a touchdown. Son of a bitch. That was the craziest play I think I've ever seen. All right, so the Chargers forced the fumble. The ball kind of just never got picked up by anybody. It just rolled around on the ground. Tyreek Hill comes out of nowhere, picks the ball up, runs with it all the way in for a touchdown. Sheesh. Tyreek Hill did. So Jeff Wilson up the middle. He fumbled. Recovered by Tyreek Hill. He just scooped around from the backside, too. That was the craziest part. Tyreek Hill was like halfway upfield. The ball pops out. They're trying to get it. Nobody can grab it. It's out. It's bloop, bloop, bloop. All of a sudden, Tyreek's got it, and he's gone. Pew! Man, look at Tua.
I have never seen a player
The Lions, if they can, I hope they draft Willie Anderson, Wade. But it's, you know, that was crazy. Good job by Tua on that one. I'm going to do a thing where we give credit to Tua for every single play tonight. I don't know why I find that to be funnier than... I don't know. Anyway, it's not even funny. It's not even a good joke. It's going to be a commercial break. 8:45 remains here in the second. 8:45 to play here in the second quarter. Chargers still lead 10-7, and it's going to be their ball on a kickoff. But nice little play by Miami there. They got very lucky that they got the ball back. Yeah, that was a crazy touchdown. That was absolutely hilarious. Yeah, that was okay. So you don't understand the genius of Mike McDaniel if you didn't know that was planned. It's called the fumble, fake block, go back, pick the ball up, and run it in for a touchdown. Yeah, that's exactly the play. That was exactly the play call in the huddle. They call it the old razzle dazzle, and they hit it with him. They hit it on him. But yeah, he's a fucking freak of nature. The Lions actually had a pretty decent strategy with him. It's basically just like, we're going to let him have the catch, but no yards after the catch. And he had about 230 yards worth of no yards really after the catch today. That was incredible what the Lions somehow pulled off on Justin Jefferson. I don't know how you get 300 yards almost and you don't score a touchdown. The old fumble, hook, and ladder. Yeah, exactly. There you go. Yeah, very common play, Max. That's because Mike McDaniel has a 9,000 IQ, Max. That's why you've never seen it. Dan Campbell. Dan Campbell is one of the, like, you know what the scarier part of Dan Campbell is? Not that he's a very, like, he learns very well and he's not an egotistical head coach yet. So he's, like, very adaptive to, like, his mistakes and fixing them really quickly. He, like, is figuring out how to utilize that, like, desire to use trick plays and sudden, like, out of nowhere offense on people really well. Like, it's becoming like a thing. Like, it was like a fun feature at first, but now it's like you have to legitimately watch out for this crazy bastard that's running the Lions because you don't know what's actually coming. Do you know he put it into fucking motion? He lined his left tackle up as a wide receiver, slid that big bitch into motion, and then threw him the first down. That's absolute insanity. With, like, the game on the line, third down. That's a set of balls, but also he probably knows that, you know, the best idea is to get the ball to your best athletes in space. So like there's like this, like, it's like this tremendous set of balls, but it's also like he's learning how and when to utilize that, like, that desire to use trick plays and like misdirection at a crazy level. He's learning how not to just use it for the fucking sake of doing it because he's got a team that can do it. It's like it's becoming very strategic. Why is this dude jerking Tyreek Hill off on TV like this? What are they doing? You guys see that image that we just seen? That guy with that black beard? What's he doing? What's he doing in front of Tyreek like that? Am I the only one who's seen that? He was just like his arms were moving forward. What was he doing? What are they doing on that Chargers bench? I know it's Los Angeles and a lot of questionable shit goes on there. But the Chargers have a rule where they got to send a bearded man to jerk their players off. Yeah, you guys seen that, right? I wasn't the only one who's seen that guy just going to work in front of Tyreek a second ago.
So this is an incredible play, especially if he does it intentionally.
It looked like Brandon Perna from That's Good Sports. Small gain, 2nd and 8. Ball's at the 27.
Could even see who was back there as he kind of bats the ball because his head's completely covered. There are 7-8 people in there. Just
yeah, you guys see all these new logos this year? I like the logos they have this year with the like the band. It's almost like a banner underneath them, where it says like the team's name on a cool little banner, and then it says like the AFC East on it. I think those look really nice this year. I like those I like those 2022 sideline hats. Third and 5.
You know, when I watched Justin Herbert,
Probably not. Yeah, probably on their offensive coordinator role.
you ever play golf with somebody and you're just jealous of their swing? They just
But I didn't think Bill was thinking Matt Patricia as the long-term answer anyway. I think he was eyeing up Bill O'Brien or somebody else to bring in as a coordinator. So Patricia, I think, is a stopgap guy.
Prior to the ball being snapped, false start.
That's my thoughts. That's my thoughts.
5-yard penalty.
I think Patricia's here to work more on the offensive line in the future. That'll be a false start by Filer. I don't fucking know how to say his name. Matt, number 70, number 71,
most of them still wear number
the left guard. Brady might have injured his thumb. He also injured his pride in that game. His ego.
for Miami. They're up showing it.
A lot of things got injured in that game for them.
Maybe so.
They're all right. It's like the problem with the Patriots receiving core is they're all number 2 receivers or slot receivers, and they have no legitimate number 1. If they could get one legit one, like a fucking hop, like it doesn't even have to be as dramatic as like DeAndre Hopkins, who's probably going to be traded for in the offseason. So go get him. But like if they could go get somebody like that, yeah, the Patriots have a very good receiving core with a legitimate one added into the mix.
Drop a couple out as
Because Aguilar, Bourne, Parker are all 2s. That's the problem. Not a single one of them guys are 1s. They all make great pair receivers. You know what I mean? Like if you had like a good receiver paired alongside Aguilar or Bourne or Parker, you have a like good receiving core. Hell, even if you had like Bourne, Parker, and a really good like number 1, that's a dynamic receiving core.
Receiving team number 27. 10-yard penalty from the end of the kick. First down.
Yeah, I don't think D-Hop wants to play in Arizona anymore. If they don't fire that coach, he's going to be gone. Dude, that team is nuclear right now. They do not get along. They fight a lot on the sidelines. You follow any of the Cardinals? Anyway, it's a commercial break. Miami will take back over with the ball. 1st and 10 at their own 14. 1st and 10 at their own 14. Miami has the ball. 6:22 to play. Let's see how the rest of this quarter, well, half really plays out. They trail 10-7. Chargers lead. Yeah, I think D-Hop is probably going to be on the move this thing. Yeah, the fight, like, I don't know if you guys ever watch a Chargers game or have ever seen a Cardinals game, but man, that fucking sideline is not looking fun. Looks like a miserable ass place to be. This is my thoughts anyway. I could be wrong. I don't know. Maybe they're having a good fun down there in Arizona, losing more games and looking worse and worse each year. I don't know. I don't know how the Lions can do it, though. The Lions just have all number 1s. Amon-Ra's a 1. Fucking Jameson's going to be a 1. Bullshit-ass receiving core. Yeah, I think Kingsbury, I already have a pretty good feeling Hackett's going to be fired. I think Staley should probably get fired. Who else should get fired? Fucking Bulls in Tampa should get fired. Dennis Allen should get fired. Nah, that's not fair. That's not fair. If he doesn't trade Michael Thomas, they should fire his ass. I also think Michael Thomas is going to be traded. Nah, I think D-Hop wants to go to New England. Yeah, he can. I mean, he's kind of like built like Tyreek Hill. I mean, it's up to him. Kind of like Devonta Smith. It's up to you. Yeah, Lovie Smith will get fired. Lovie Smith might just retire, though, to be honest. There's a few coaches I think that'll get shit canned after the season. Yeah, they can't fire McDaniels. They have to wait like 2 years. Oh no, they know what to do with D-Hop. They know. Oh, you don't understand. Yeah, the New England Patriots, you mean the team that got Randy Moss and threw him like the most touchdowns in league history at that point? Yeah, I don't know what we would do. What's up, Barry? Welcome back. Yeah, I would love to have McDaniels back in New England, but I also kind of, his offense is boring as fuck and I'm good. Cover 2 defenses. Cover 2 man. I mean, he had good success in Chicago with it, you know. 1st and 10 to the 34-yard line goes the Dolphins. Wilson gets up limping. But yeah, they need to go get Mack a real one. Michael Thomas is an option, of course, I think. I think D-Hop's a real option. Thomas. Outside of those two, I don't really, unless like Keenan Allen's a free agent or some crazy shit. But I don't know. The receiving core class is pretty weak, I think, isn't it, for free agents? Except me, Quan. Remember, you yelled at me because I said the AFC West was going to be dog shit. And the only good team in that division was the Chargers. Or was the Chiefs. Well, it looks like I was right again. But don't worry. Everybody yelled at me when I started talking shit about the AFC West. Everyone said I was wrong. It's the best division. I'm like, really? For what? The only team I was actually thought might actually be good was you guys, and I think Hackett fucked you guys. I think if you guys get a better coach next year, I think you're in for a treat. Also, I wonder if Ben Johnson's going to be head coach next year. I'm a little worried about that for the Lions. But then again, I don't think Ben Johnson does really any play calling. I think most of the play calling is done by Dan Campbell. I don't know if Miami can afford DeAndre Hopkins next year, stud. You guys got to pay Tua the next offseason. Not this offseason, but the next one. D-Hop is rather expensive. You guys have a lot of like weird contracts coming up. And you got to pay Waddle in what, 2 years? You got to pay Tua in 2 years. Like, no, in a year. You guys might have to pay Tua this offseason. You don't want that shit. If he's going to be your... yeah, you guys... You don't... that would be a waste. I understand the desire, but that's... your guys' probably need to build line, is what your guys' problems are. Offensive line. Build yourself a goddamn offensive line. As a Miami fan, I would be very, very, very vocal about getting a line. No, the Jets don't need receiver work. You guys keep naming teams that don't need receivers, like, at all. Like, even a little bit. The Jets are loaded with receiver talent. Why would they do that? Why would they trade anything to get D-Hop? You have to understand, they would have to be a team that needs a number one receiver. You're naming a bunch of teams that have their number ones. Yeah, and that's when you sign your franchise quarterback after the 3rd year. You're supposed to. It's kind of tradition. If Mac Jones is a guy, we'll sign Mac Jones next offseason. I think Tua is going to get signed this offseason. Like, it is what it is. It's how it goes. That's typically how it goes. I'm shocked that Lamar is not handled. Look how fast they settled Mahomes' contract. They went, yeah, we're never going to move on from this guy. The Packers are a team to watch out for. Yeah, Packers are a good team to point out. If they're going to keep Rodgers, yeah, they could be in the market for a guy like that. 100%. 150%. Yeah, like the Bills might be in contention for a receiver because I don't really think Gabe Davis is fucking shit. I don't think the Bills think so either. I don't know. Nah. The Bill doesn't believe in doing that with quarterbacks. He's expressed he doesn't understand why the Ravens haven't already paid him. Nah, that's the complete KHY. Quarterback is a position. If you have your guy, lock him the fuck up and do not let him get into contract negotiation. Bad move by the Ravens. You lock your quarterback up instantaneous. The year you can lock him up if you think he's going to be there. That not only is that an immediate confidence boost for a young quarterback, but it doesn't let him go into another year of potentially fucking jacking his contract value. Remember what Dak Prescott did? Remember what Prescott did? Scary fucking how quickly he just became a monster in this league that first contract year, and then Dallas got handcuffed and had to pay him fucking buku dollars because they waffled and could have paid him what, $40 million less a year, like probably $20 million less a year had they taken the first option. Dak Prescott won that negotiation so wildly against the Cowboys because he overperformed what they thought he could do in a year. And, like, you don't want that to happen. You don't want to lose like the Cowboys did. Yeah, that's called losing. As a team, you don't do that. You pay your quarterback as soon as you possibly can. Yeah, because you don't want that man to ever go to free agency. That's not a thing you want, or to ever even hit that franchise tag. That's bad. That creates bad tension as well. 3rd down and 9 here for the Dolphins. That'll be a false start. Yeah, Dak could have been $35 million a year, and Dak would have been very happy to take that. That's the funniest thing. I love when teams like that lose negotiations. Pay your fucking quarterback. If he's winning games and you think he's going to be there for 10 years, pay him. Give him the money. I don't know what the Ravens are doing. I hope Lamar leaves that team and goes and joins, like, fuck, none of them need a quarterback. The Steelers. I don't know. He's the only one that kind of needs a quarterback. Dak's contract is mostly Jerry Jones money. Yeah, I know. It's not like Jerry can't afford it, but it's still funny. I know, Cheeto. Let us make fun of your team, okay? We know you guys are fucking rich. It's like, Rob, your team is worth the 2nd most money. We're poor, okay, the Patriots. We can't afford to do cash over cap. That's pretty much how we ran our dynasty, but we'll never admit that to publicly anybody. I'm pretty sure we might have started that, but it was like something we were doing in the shadows that no one really, like us and the Cowboys, were like having these super teams that no one else knew how to build up. And then like 4 of the Patriots front office guys went to a bunch of different teams. What's up, Ven? And then now everybody does the fucking magic salary cap horse shit. Fucking everybody has the cap. And I swear it was like, as soon as everybody started, they ran into the punter. That's going to be a penalty, right? Because you're not allowed to run into the punter's leg. The Patriots got flagged for that. Why were the Chargers not flagged for that? Tyreek Hill is an amazing. He's just a nuisance. Why are the Ravens playing better without Lamar? I don't know, Quan. I don't know what that was, but I mean, they only won 16-14. It's not like they probably would have killed the Steelers with Lamar. Yeah, isn't that weird, KHY? Like, all of a sudden, now you can run into the punter, but when the Patriots did it, the fucking Vikings got a 1st down. Am I going crazy? Spider, I don't know. I've contacted the FBI about the 49ers Tampa Bay game because, guys, I have a serious thing because I was watching that game and I seen Brady throw in touchdowns, running touchdowns in, looking like a G. And all of a sudden, at the end of the game, the fucking 49ers were declared the 34-0 victors. I was like, what? I found out that Dominion, Dominion, you know who. Trump has told us all about Dominion. They, you know how it's liberal San Francisco and conservative Tampa Bay. They did it again. They got us. They fucking flipped the score. I was watching that game. I knew what happened. Please believe me. Please don't believe me. Please don't. We're not going to... Let's just pretend that's the reality of the situation, all right? I'm not ready to talk about the reality that this dude should have just stayed retired, all right? I've always said that, by the way. I shouldn't have came back. Oh, that's a dog shit football team next year if they don't get a running quarterback. If they can get a running quarterback, you know what? The Patriots should maybe see if Chris Godwin's available because he might not want to stick around on that fucking garbage team. They're going to be the Succaneers next year, boy, let me tell you. Woo! They're lucky Tom came back. Oh, they'd be defeated right now without Brady. How many wins does a Brady-less Buccaneers team have right now? By the way, it's a commercial break. That's why we're not talking about the game. Yeah, those guys aren't going to... Well, no one's going to want Mike Evans. He's turned into a drop factory. I don't know what happened to Mike Evans. That dude drops everything. Drop, drop, drop. Yeah, I got the Bengals. That's an easy pick. Bengals are a problem. So Ben, are you excited about the Lions fucking up the Vikings day? You were probably thinking, you're probably all you seen, because you hang out in a lot of NFL discords. All you probably seen from them shitty ass Vikings fans that lurk around and talk shit to Packers fans is, we're winning the division this week. Yeah, yeah, that's true. The Bucks have draft capital at the very least. They have their first round pick still because they're not retarded. Fuck them picks. Yeah. Yeah, LA, I want to hear you say it now, fucking Los Angeles. Come on, say the line. Say the line, you fucking retard. Say it, go ahead. Come on, GM. Laugh at the Patriots for taking Cole Strange now with your dog shit offensive line. Oh, wait, your dog shit offensive line got Matt Stafford to have a career-ending injury? Thanks a lot, fucker. Maybe don't laugh at a team that knows how to draft offensive line. Fucking retard. I'm glad to see the Rams fall apart because their line is garbage after they mocked the New England Patriots for taking an offensive lineman in the draft. Guess what? Mac Jones' neck is not broken like Stafford's is. Ho, 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 ho. Go ahead, keep making fun of teams that take linemen. You fucking garbage-ass team. Trade more of your picks away. It only will help the Lions out in the long run, you fucking losers. Keep losing. We need it. God, I hate the Rams, by the way. I have like a deep hatred of that football team because I don't like the way that they built their team. Like, I genuinely hate that they did that because that's bad for football to what they did. Because what are they going to do now? Like, they literally can't fix their team unless they nail every single pick in like the 5th round and on. Like, what are they going to do? Like, they're going to be bad next year. Like, what are they going to, like, sign people with like very little money that they actually have available? Yeah, that'll work. Yeah, they got their one Super Bowl ring. Hell yeah. Competent teams don't trade all their picks away and can build dynasties. You want to know why the Patriots built a dynasty twice in 20 years? Because they know what the fuck they're doing. Everyone else is a one-off. Yeah, they should have kept Odell. They should have kept Von Miller. I don't know what the fuck they did. They should have kept everybody. But they couldn't afford to do that. And they are like a really weirdly balanced football team right now, the Rams. And they have a bad line with a bunch of bad injuries. And they like didn't think to go get like Andrew Whitworth's replacement at any point in time. They thought he was going to play forever for I don't know what reason. Anyway, that's a first down. Chargers driving here pretty nicely. It's 1st and 10 at the 47. 2-minute warning coming up. 2-minute warning here in Los Angeles. Chargers have it and they're driving. 1st and 10 at the Chargers 47. 2 minutes to go. Chargers lead 10-7. To be fair, yeah, I mean, if they were trying to repeat, but like, if you're if your goal as a fan is to at least just get one Super Bowl in your life, fair enough. Hey, you could literally just be like, hey man, I only wanted to see one. And you know what? That's a genuinely valid thing to be like, hey, fuck you, I don't care, we got ours. I don't care if we could lose for 10 straight years. Okay, fair enough. Like, if you think about if the Lions won the Super Bowl next year, do you think a single Lions fan would give a fuck if they ever won another one? These dudes could go another 50 years without caring. They'd be like, hey, we won that one Super Bowl. We're better than the Cardinals. Like, they'd be indignant. We're better than the Jaguars, Cardinals, Titans. They'd be like talking like royal shit, and it'd be hilarious. Because any team with at least one, there's like 6 teams they could talk shit about for a very long time. And that's hilarious. Like Jets fans, they can talk shit to Bills fans forever because they can go, yeah. See this ring here? Think about that. If some shitty Cardinals fan wants to talk shit about the Rams situation, what are they supposed to say? The Rams can hold up their 2 Super Bowl rings and go, can't hear you over all this hardware dingling together. It's just a hilarious conversation of mid, but like they can do that to each other and it's awesome. It's a hilarious way to just have a shit posting way to have one. Low-key Rams might be shit. Yeah, they're going to be kind of bad. To be fair, though, I don't think any of the Rams are going to retire if this is what their season is this year. I highly doubt Aaron Donald goes, yeah, I'm just going to retire now. That was a bad year. Let's go out on that. I don't think Aaron Donald's going to retire. I think that was fake news. I don't think that was ever a real thing. I think he said he's good with retiring because, like, if they didn't pay him the money he wanted, he'd have just retired because he doesn't want to not be a Ram. I think it's a very, like, misunderstood comment by Aaron Donald. He wanted X amount of money to play for the Rams, and if they didn't want to pay him, he would just walk away. Because again, he's not leaving the Rams. That's his football team, and I don't think he would have played for less than what he was worth. So he just retired. He's got a ring. I think that's a misunderstood comment. I don't think he's close to retiring. I think he's okay. He would have been okay leaving if they didn't want to pay him. And I don't think he wanted to play for another team. If that makes sense. This is his team. Like, you know, he was drafted here when they were dog shit. Like, you know what I mean? Now, like, if anybody has the affinity for that team, Jalen Ramsey's just having a bad year. I think he just needs to calm the fuck down. He's overthinking it. But he's always kind of, I don't know, he always kind of gets cooked, and then he has a really good game. He's been all over the place. A little bit more often than usual this year. I think he's a little demotivated from the offensive struggles like he was in Jacksonville. But if the offense was like beating ass, he'd be kicking ass. I think he's very easily demotivated to perform. 2nd down and 10 for the Chargers. I think that's Jalen Ramsey's problem. He feeds off the offense. He's a very emotional player. Emotional players tend to Dude, Tua, what is this? Tua, 3 of 14 for 25 yards. Jesus. Tuanon's coming today, huh? This is supposed to be the big matchup between the two quarterbacks, you know? The two quarterbacks kind of forever linked together, whether they meant it to be or not. You know, just because of their draft order, these two are linked at the hip. There's like weird rivals for life. That also was an incomplete pass. Should have been a false start. Yeah, it's also not going to be a complete pass. So, yeah, I agree with that, Quan. Yeah, I don't know what happened. Yeah, the officials are looking at that. That ball that's not. There's no way.
You think players buy into that when there's that conversation?
I thought the ball hit the ground. Yeah, they reversed it. Yeah, that's what I thought.
They'd never say it in the media, but you bet.
Yep, and they wanted Herbert actually in Miami. Dude, it's again, they have this forever rivalry, and they probably are pretty close. Like, they probably have no beef with one another, but it's just like Brady, Manning, and all them. It's a forever rivalry. They're forever linked at the hip in a rivalry just because of draft order. But my favorite one is the Mahomes. Oh, that's gonna be awesome for a very. I can't believe we got another one. Us in the AFC are so motherfucking spoiled with our matchups at quarterback. We go from Brady to Manning, and then we shift right into Mahomes, Burrow, and it's like, oh yeah, we're so lucky in the AFC. Imagine having to root for NFC teams. Guess we get to root for Jalen Hurts versus Kyler Murray. That's exciting. No, we get fucking Burrow versus Mahomes for the next 10, 15 years. This is going to kick ass, dude. I don't even like fucking Mahomes, but I know exactly what we got coming. It's just like when we had Brady versus Burrow. And then we got this Herbert dude and fucking Tua, too. Tua seems to be like a decent guy. We're in good shape with young quarterbacks, like all over the league. Oh, fuck. Look at Miami there. Yeah, that's a sack. Chargers should probably take a timeout right there. Yeah, they did. I was going to say, yeah, I know Miami took the timeout. Okay. You know, I'm very surprised by a play when I just completely react to it off guard. It was like, whoa. What's up, Brandon? Yeah, Lions got a big win today, Michael. I forget your name's Michael. Everyone better fear the Giants. The second we get rid of Bum Jones, we will be undefeated. As soon as you guys get like a new field or a better trainer or something, I don't know what you guys need. You guys got to fire every doctor on that football team and get new ones. Dabo needs to just beat the dog shit out of all of them. Lions can make the playoffs, yeah. Balanced quarterback friendly teams are annoying. Who are the those teams? Oh, like the Patriots.
Herbert retreats. They set it up for Everett. Well read. Flag down Eric Rowe, the tackle.
That's the Patriots, isn't it? That's a balanced quarterback. Yeah. NFC. Oh, NFC teams. Yeah.
Ineligible.
Patriots fit more right now as an NFC team. I'll be honest, but
15 yards downfield. Just a bit. I don't know.
Mahomes had a bad game. Yeah, your guys' defense is really good. No, that one guy. It's Jones isn't the reason. You guys got. And I won't even say you guys collapsed. Like you guys had a collapse, like everyone else is doing, which is annoying. You guys just got fucked by injury. I don't even know what to call the Giants.
Timing got thrown off with the pressure.
You can talk.
It does suck for you though, that one guy, because Chase exists. That your guys' fall is technically started at the Detroit Lions.
Pass, and they need to keep
That's a rough break.
one scheme going.
I know you don't actually care because you have no problem with the Lions, but like your new enemy Chase is Yeah, but at some point, Chase, the problem is at some point that one guy's gonna agree with you, and then there's just not gonna be anything to fight about. He's just gonna be like, yeah, I know we do. Injuries got us. 103 to go. Dolphins have no more timeouts. Dolphin and the Chargers have 2 remaining. Oh, Jalen Phillips grew up a Chargers fan.
LT's in the house here tonight.
Bum bum bum. Oh, Giants don't need a rebuild. They've already rebuilt. Everybody got hurt this year, Quan.
World-renowned pianist. John Roberts.
Literally, all the receivers are hurt. Fucking Barkley was out, I think, with this game, or he was limited in availability. Like everybody's hurt. Their linemen are hurt. Their good defenders are getting hurt.
Great to see him back.
Who was that man beside him? I don't know, but he was a pretty kid.
Can he get there? Well, he's at the 1. Ball goes out of bounds.
Yeah, Brandon, you're not bothering anybody.
But he was out of bounds first.
He was a very feminine kid, though. You know what I mean?
It's at the 1.
Crazy that he grew up to be such a fucking big NFL guy.
Take a look. Yeah, definitely short. The Dolphins that time chose.
I like how if you just seen the image on the TV and you're not listening, you're like, well, which one's Jalen Phillips growing up?
a screen.
I don't want to assume anything. What if he's a feminine guy
And so now they
and he likes to just fucking he expressed himself differently as a kid?
and they just don't do it very quickly, and the blockers get
You know
out.
how much of a trip that would be if like you were growing up and you had a son that was all like feminine and like you're pretty sure he was gay and shit, and then all of a sudden like he goes and plays football. He's like, I want to play linebacker, and he just is fucking lighting people's worlds up, and he's completely straight, and you're just like, I guess I can deal with the fact he wears skirts and shit. That dude's going to the NFL. What am I supposed to say? If I talk shit, he'll beat the fuck out of me. So that'd be a trip, wouldn't it? It'd be like the craziest roller coaster life for a dad. You'd be like, okay, whatever, I don't care. Now he's cool. He wears skirts and shit and fucking fucks people up. It's hilarious.
And the clock will start on my signal.
Wait, what happened to Mike Leach?
So, but yeah, so here, Mike. One of the things that people forget is that even if you
What's going on with Mike Leach? That's not good. Heart attack?
1 yard line, right? So your defense has a huge advantage. That doesn't apply in this situation.
That's not good.
Much because we're sitting here at the end of the half, and you're unlikely to get the ball back on your
Massive heart attack? Yeah.
And because the clock is going to start,
That's what I thought. 4th and goal, by the way, coming up.
Scott Novak making another announcement of an eligible reporter here. Because
Almost, I was just going to be like, and that'll be a long fly ball to center field by Castellanos.
stop it, they're not going to get the ball back.
Remember when a company did that, like during like a really serious, like an actual, like really bad event, like some dipshit company tweeted that out, and it was just like this massive situation, and they went, and that'll be a long fly ball to center field by Castellanos, and it was just like, everyone's like, what, dude, this is so tone deaf.
So that just
They deleted the tweet and everything. It was fucking insanity.
yard, then you'd be just 12, 15 inches from the goal line.
Well, what I think
4th and goal, the Chargers take their timeout. I don't know what the fuck. How many timeouts are going to be taken right here? I feel like they both saved all 6 of their timeouts for the last 2 plays that have happened. It's been timeout after timeout after timeout after goddamn timeout. There's still 21 seconds left in the half.
have to get settled and who's where.
I have no idea what's actually going on. All right, 4th and goal at the. Are they going for it or are they kicking? Okay, they're going to go for it. Okay. Chargers have one timeout left if they happen to get this. They've already failed to convert from the one already in this game, so here's try number 2. This could put them up 17-7 if they score. They should have recorded back. They got in. Touchdown. All right. Chargers take a 16-7 lead. 17-7 score lead pending the extra point if it's good. They have a rookie kicker, so you never really want to always just confirm something like that. But damn, Chargers putting it on them right now. Haven't the Chargers blown a few games this year, though? Isn't that one of their problems? Weren't they beating the Raiders pretty handily? Then they just kind of like the Raiders just stormed back on them and they couldn't stop them. I don't swear to shit, but I'm fairly positive that that's one of the Chargers' issues. They don't play two halves of football very well. Pretty much the same problem the Lions had like fucking half the season, most of the season. Lions would play one half of really good football, then the second half would just be complete dog shit. It vary. Sometimes it'd be the second half, sometimes first half. Damn. Sorry to hear that, Adam. Yeah, heart attacks are the worst, man. They're pretty aggressive. One of the things that just always, for most guys, just kind of got to sit there and go, damn, if I fuck. They're just one of them things that a lot of guys pretty much always got to kind of sit there and worry about. Especially once you start getting like into your fucking 40s, you're like, damn, I got to take it easy now. Can't be getting all fucking worked up. Blue. But I'm a pretty thin guy, and I've lived like obseding, like other than drinking a lot of pop, I don't really eat a lot of like shitty foods. Like I eat chickens and shit, and a lot of spaghetti. So I'm eating nothing bad that's really for my heart. So I'm in probably good heart shape once I quit the cigs, and most cig damage goes away within. I think it's something by like they figured out the prime age to quit smoking is 35. You quit smoking by 35, by 38, your body will have recovered to the point where you've never smoked. Or like by 40, it's something. It's really quickly. Your body recovers remarkably quick if you quit by 35. It'll literally be like you're a non-smoker as you get older. So I'm gonna cheat and I'm gonna quit at 30, and then then I'm gonna live till my 90s and be a very depressed old man because everyone I know and love died. So that's the only reason I've come to the conclusion I don't want to live forever. I think that would be a terribly depressing situation. You will see all of your kids die and probably your grandkids, which is something you probably don't want to deal with. You could even see your bloodline run out, which is crazy. Imagine the existential dread you'd face knowing you're the last person in your family and your body can't produce anymore. Like, damn. I just watched like 300 fucking generations die out. You'd be the most depressed person on the whole world. You wouldn't want to get close to anybody. You wouldn't want to be near anybody. Because be like, well, everyone I get close to dies. I have nobody. Be a curse, kinda. Or you'd get really used to it and be like, it's just the way it is. I make new friends every 100 years. It's fucking depressing, I gotta go hang out with like 4-year-olds and everyone thinks I'm some creepy 600-year-old guy who's doing dirty shit with the kids. But it's like, they would have killed me by now if I was doing stuff with the kids. Fucking 400 years ago, they'd have killed me. It's halftime now. I just got to make young friends so I don't lose anybody too old. Anyway, it's halftime. 17-7 is the score. Chargers lead. I don't know who gets the ball. I forgot to. I can look. Hold on. It's really easy to figure out. You just go like this. So the Chargers get the ball at halftime. Looks like Dolphins got it to begin. Hey, Tom Brady is a great quarterback. You suck as the person trying to beat Tom Brady, yes. Tom is still the GOAT. He's still better than Aaron Rodgers substantially. It's getting harder to defend Tom, though. He's still better than Peyton Manning. Peyton Manning's last year, he couldn't even throw the ball 10 yards, so I don't want to hear anything from you propagandist anti-Brady people. We're tired of your anti-Brady rhetorics. So, you know, one narrative I'm glad that's dead, officially dead, that we can't ever talk about it again, to be honest, is that Mike McDaniel was the actual secret brains behind the 49ers offense the whole time. It's like, really? I don't think that's the case. I mean, this Brock Purdy guy is looking really good at football. I don't think Mike McDaniel's still on the offense, is on that roster anymore, is he? So I'm pretty sure we can just assume Kyle Shanahan knows what he's doing with the offense still. His coaching tree is actually pretty ridiculous if you think about it. It's like Zach. It starts off with McVay, and from McVay you get Taylor, and you also get Kevin O'Connell, and then further down the Shanahan tree you also get now McDaniel as another one. So that's so far so good. It's a rather impressive start for his coaching tree. He's had a Super Bowl winner off his tree, a guy appear in a Super Bowl. Oh, that's pretty good. Kevin O'Connell's has run one of the better teams in football, and McDaniel's team isn't half bad. Is Eli Manning top? No, he's not even top 10. It's debatable that he's not even a Hall of Famer. Now, if we're just going to talk playoffs, then of course Julian Edelman's also a Hall of. You know what I love when people try to tell me that Eli Manning's a Hall of Famer because of his playoff performances, and then I go, well, what about Julian Edelman? They're like, dude, he can never be a Hall of Famer. I'm like, what about having the greatest or second greatest playoff numbers across the board next to Jerry? That doesn't mean anything. Yeah, but he did it like all this shit in way less games and way less receptions, and yeah, it does. Fuck off. I don't care. Yeah, but it's one of them things where, isn't that one of the funniest I think he's a Hall of Famer, yeah, because I think playoffs are more important than regular season success. I know, it's just crazy. And the reason that Edelman's numbers are deceptively low is because the first 5 years this dude was in the league, he actually wasn't even a wide receiver. Like, the people who don't mention this, by the way, forget to conveniently bring up that Edelman only played receiver in the NFL for like 8 years, maybe 9 years. The first 5 years he was in the league, because they always bring up, look what he did his first 5 years. He was non-existent. He can't be Hall of Fame. He literally, you have to look at the context of his entire career. He was drafted as a quarterback, converted to a defensive back kick returner, and then did kick return. And then after a while, they went, maybe we should try this guy at wide receiver. And then he was a good wide receiver. He was literally never a receiver for like 4 years at least. And people act like he was like drafted as a wide receiver and was just a bust for 4 years and then just randomly became good. Like, unarguably, Julian Edelman has one of them storied careers that actually like give you a Hall of Fame career. He's probably going to be our generation's Lynn Swann. Go look up Lynn Swann's numbers and tell me he deserves to be in the Hall of Fame. I don't care what the context of when he played was. You can look up like his contemporaries, and they all have like actual Hall of Fame like numbers. Would be like, oh yeah, he should be in the Hall of Fame. Lynn Swann's in the Hall of Fame because of playoffs. Like they do, like they put people in the Hall of Fame because of playoffs. It's like I mean, it is what it is. That's a big part of the game. In fact, it's like arguably the most important. And when you're the second greatest receiver in NFL history in the playoffs, it's kind of hard to argue that you don't belong in the playoffs or in the Hall of Fame. You have one of the biggest catches in Super Bowl history as well. So it's like you almost literally can't tell the story of the NFL without Julian Edelman, you know? And that's crazy to say out loud, but can you? Can you tell the start to finish? Like, that's kind of how the NFL Hall of Fame is supposed to work. Can you tell the story of the NFL without that player? Then they're not, they shouldn't be Hall of Famers. Like, if you can pretty much just go through and name like every key moment and like that player doesn't come up, then they're probably not a Hall of Fame. Like, that's a really actually very key way to gauge it. If you could like be like, we could just footnote this guy's whole career and it doesn't matter. Like, you could tell the whole story of the NFL without Brad Johnson, the guy who won a Super Bowl. Like, you don't even like, he was a starting quarterback. It wouldn't matter. He wasn't the reason they won that Super Bowl. It was his defense. Yeah, like those guys don't matter. Like, who fucking cares? Like, it's just like, yeah, they were there. Brian, like. Like, can you tell the history of football without Ray Lewis? Can you tell the start to finish story of the NFL without Ed Reed, Ray Lewis, Peyton Manning, Tom Brady, Dan Marino, Terrell Owens, Chad Johnson, Randy Moss, Chris Carter? No, it would be an incomplete story. Terrell Davis. Like, no, you literally, John Elway, Troy Aikman, Emmitt Smith, Michael Irvin. Like, you literally couldn't. Lawrence Taylor. Yeah, but you can tell the story without that player. Like, the story of the NFL, it doesn't matter if Brad Johnson's used or not. Tell me, was Warren Sapp more important on that team? Was John Lynch more important on that team? Yes, they were. They won that Super Bowl. It was Warren Sapp and fucking John Lynch hitting people like a fucking building. Yeah, there's a reason I think 10 out of 11 of those guys are in the Hall of Fame. I think they might have all 11 guys in the Hall of Fame from that defense, or very, very close at this point. What's the number up to with that Tampa defense? 7, 8? Like, it's like everybody got in the Hall from that defense. That's how good. Like, literally, you can't almost tell the story without that defense being talked about. I think a lot of those 2000s Ravens players are getting into the Hall of Fame because of, again, a lot of those 85 Bears players. It's the first leg of the Patriots dynasty has put like 6-7 guys in the Hall of Fame, I believe, at this point. With Richard Seymour being the newest. Yeah, that's why I said Eli's debatable. He'd probably get in. Brad Johnson had nothing to do with his team winning a Super Bowl. They could have put any guy on the Buccaneers that year and they win the Super Bowl. You can't argue that you can make the argument that without Eli's fucking 2 big-ass clutch throws in those games, they probably lose those Super Bowls. The Patriots probably win both of those Super Bowls without those 2 throws. One of them was a 4th down throw, literally with like a minute left. So yeah, it would have been game over. Patriots go undefeated. You got to remember, dude, there's context behind wins. Brad Johnson didn't even need to be there. He just didn't need. Don't throw an interception and you're good. Don't turn it over and we'll win. Throw the ball to Shannon Sharp one time. That's what the fucking Ravens had to do. What was the final score in that game? Just curious. I honestly don't know. What was the final? Was it like fucking 20-14? Yeah, he did a whole lot of work. like the fucking 2000 Ravens and people trying to be like, no, the offense did a lot of work for the 2000s Ravens. Really? No, they didn't. They had to get 1 touchdown a game and 2 field goals, and they'd win every time. They gave up 162 points that year. No, it was 160 even in 2000 by that Ravens defense. That is still one of the craziest. Fucking 10 points a game. It's insanity how good that defense was. That's a team where you literally just literally go score 1 time and kick 2 field goals and we'll win. And they did. They took all that whole thing to a Super Bowl, and then they sucked ass under Brian Billick the rest of the way. Not really. They were always pretty solid. Never mind. The Ravens have never really sucked ass, have they? Not for any extended more than maybe a season or 2. Have they ever been bad? Since they've existed, have the Ravens actually ever had like a really bad stretch? Like since they've been moved from Cleveland over to Baltimore in their second run here. Maybe like right at the beginning, but they pretty much won a Super Bowl within like 3 years of moving to Baltimore. Were they bad in like the beginning of the 2000s? No, they literally won a Super Bowl. Yeah, they've always been good. I'm pretty sure ever since they got the fuck out of Cleveland, the Browns have been good. And then they moved a whole new Browns team in, and that team took up the old suck mantle. Which I found to be hilarious. It's like, damn, they literally moved the old Browns out, and they became like a fucking respected franchise. And the Browns came back, and they sucked just like the old Browns did. That's a hilarious twist. After McNair retired and before drafted Flacco. Yeah, there was like, what, like a 2-year gap? But it wasn't prolonged, you know what I mean? And like once they got Flacco, they were immediately like fucking Super Bowl contenders again. It was horse shit. There isn't any like fucking Jets period for this team of like 5 years of struggle, bad times, getting the shit beat out of them for like half a decade. Just like 1, maybe 2 bad years for them, and then everything's good again. The one, you know, they have a couple Super Bowls even, so they're kind of good. And they're spaced out pretty nicely. I think the second half's about to start up. Did Steve McNair retire or did he get killed? %20 completion percentage was the 20%. That's a weird way of writing that. Tua completing 20% of his passes was the lowest amongst a quarterback for 1 half this year. So basically, Tua had the worst first half of the season this year. Retired, then killed like a year. Oh, he was retired when that happened? Ah. I thought he hadn't quite retired yet. 17-7. Dolphins here to kick it off to the Chargers to begin the second half, and we're underway. By the way, if you haven't left a like, consider doing so. It'll help the stream out, maybe get a few more people in here, yada yada, and you know, it's also just a nice thing to do. It helps the channel out, helps the stream do better, and you know, it's your civic duty. It's a way to remember, every like you leave is one that is one less child sniffed by the president. And every like that you don't leave is you endorsing Joe Biden doing his thing.
This group came to play tonight. We're just playing really hard. And this group believes in each other. We're scrapping.
So, just so you know.
Melissa, thank you. Herbert is flushed on first down on the run. He just throws it at the feet of Horvath, the fullback.
2nd and 10.
And it is incomplete. Eric Rowe, the safety, bringing some pressure.
Yeah, they're bringing that same amount of pressure over there, but once again, Justin Herbert.
Tyreek Hill's ankle's all banged up. He's got like some ice on it, it looks like. That's something to keep an eye on going forward. You know, Dolphins fans just all fucking had their assholes clenched seeing that. Like, what happened to Tyreek? The fuck is that?
times it's his ability with his feet to just make people miss.
Does look like he's dealing with some kind of ankle injury, though. That's something to keep in mind as we go forward. Is it because the game's on? People are a little quiet? Oh, that's a delay game. 2nd and 15 after the dog. First or 2nd and 15 at the 20.
That's interesting. Sometimes people will jump to take the time out there.
Dun, 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 dun. Damn, where's everybody gone again? Everyone's left the stream. Anyway, 2nd and 15.
To see what is the situation with the Dolphins offense. So 2nd and 15. And
Herbert rolls out and small gain. 3rd and 12. That wasn't super helpful. 3rd and 12 at the 23. I guess it's a forward positive play for a rhythm quarterback like Herbert.
I thought he was still kind of limping, and I really didn't know if he was going to be much of a factor. But
Just start calling everybody a rhythm quarterback as like a vague insult. Everyone's like, I don't even. Is that an insult? I don't know. It was on Brock Purdy's draft assessment. It read kind of negative. Herbert's gonna throw, gets a little check. Oh shit! Good stop by the Charger or by Miami's defense there. Good hit. Number 23 makes a stop. That'll bring up 4th and 4. Looks like the Chargers will punt it away.
watch this tackle. This is just in the clutch. You have to
Be
make
right back, 2
plays
seconds.
like this in space if you're going to survive. This is just one-on-one. The first down marker a couple of yards in front of him. Great tackle.
So they get off the field, and J.K. Scott will kick it away. His second punt, and Cedric Wilson back to catch it. Again, good hang time. Another fair catch forced. It's a short kick, but at the 35-yard line, Miami will have its best
Good.
position
All right.
of the night.
They go into a commercial break like usual.
For the Dolphins. Yes, he is. In a 10-point hole.
No? Maybe? Yep. All right. Commercial break. I know that's always good for people watching. 1st and 10 at the 35. 1st and 10 at the 35. We'll see the Dolphins' first drive when they get done with, commercial breaks. They didn't have enough there at halftime, which is, there's not even a halftime show anymore. It's literally just a commercial break for 15 minutes. With like one little like quick 3 minutes of like showing all the scores, and then they're like, all right, get the fuck out of here. And then they go back to the commercials. Swear, football presentations used to be so much better on TV. But that's all right. Guess you got to sell commercial space. A lot more of it, too. Like, it feels like they could have skipped this commercial break. You know what I mean? It's just like, you were just on a really long break. I'll never. That's the one complaint I have about the NFL is there's far too many commercial breaks, and this will be my longest complaint until they dial it the fuck back. They never will though. If anything, it's only going to get worse. Mid-drive commercial breaks and shit, just because no one even calls timeout. The TV will just be like, "Well, it's time to take another weird long break." It's the mid-quarter first break, where we play 100 commercials. That'd probably be where I drew the line. I'd be like, all right, well, I can't watch this product anymore. Can they get back to the game? Oh, cool. The game's back on. Finally. Anyway, 1st and 10 for the Dolphins at their own 35. 1st and 10 for Miami at their own 35. We shall see. We'll see what happens. Will Miami find their flow here in this second half? Let's see. 13:32 to play here in the third. Waddle into motion, and he's going to be sent back the other way, and they hike it out, and they go to handoff. No gain, second and I guess a yard maybe. 2nd and 9. Should be no gain, but it looks like they're going to give him forward progress a little bit for whatever reason.
So we've been searching, trying to see where Hill could have been hurt. It's the best we could find to this point. Interaction there with Khalil Mack as he was coming clear. He actually caught us one of his 2 receptions on those 7 targets tonight. There he goes in motion, turning up the field. 2nd and 7.
Tua looks, throws, and that was, I don't know what the fuck that was. That was pretty ugly. It'll be 3rd down and 9. You know, someone said they never show the bad Tua throws. They only like to show his highlights nowadays. And I feel like that's a very accurate statement. I didn't even know he still did shit like that. I thought that was gone from his game. Even the Dolphins fans are pointing at that going, what the fuck was that? Uh-oh. Even the Dolphins faithful are looking at passes and going, ugh. What's he doing tonight? That was another bad one. 4th and 9. They're going to punt it away.
3 and out, and Tua's 3 of 17 passing tonight.
Yeah, and they're jumping on him. This is like man coverage, sort of, and they're mixing and matching to some extent.
What even happened there?
But when you're going back now,
That pass was just behind him a little bit. Stud, I don't like... Those are 2 really bad throws in a row. No offense. Those were like, yeah, Waddle's playing too. I don't get it. I haven't seen him make throws like that since literally last year. He's like regressed in this game. I don't know what's going on. Because like right now he's 3 of 17. He is having a fucking bad game. Is Tua dealing with an injury? Stud, like a genuine question. Is he like injured? Like is like his arm fucked up? Is his knee messed up or something? Is he dealing with like a hip? Like is his hip sore? Because it's genuinely a little perplexing about like what like where his skill. By the way, it's a commercial break. It's the Chargers ball 1st and 10 at their own 17. Oh no, I know what you meant, Stud. I know what you meant. I figured. I figured you were in agreement with me on that. No, I figured you meant like seriously, like why is he like seriously like is he really playing this bad? Yeah, I don't know what happened. It's like even Max said, he played bad last week, this week. It's not any better. It's like, oh boy. But you know what? He's going to play the Patriots week 17 and look like a goddamn MVP. Fucking dickhead. I can only pray that we get this 3 of 17 Tua. But no, we're going to get the 21 of 24 Tua for 290 yards and 6 touchdowns somehow, and I'm going to be fucking pissed. We only get dangerous Tua. He plays us like we're the fucking demons. He plays us like we personally did something to the little bastard. Like, what the fuck do we do to you, man? What's up, Kenny? How's it going? Everybody plays. Fucking. Like fucking stupid Fitzpatrick. He picked that. He learned how to beat the Patriots from Ryan Fitzpatrick, and we just got to deal with that for forever now. It's so goddamn annoying. It's the same kind of bullshit when we play Fitzpatrick. They'll get one really good offensive play, and the defense will play out of their mind, and everyone will praise the fucking offense for the work they did. They're like, oh, good he did. Had a, it's an ankle injury. All right, that makes a lot more sense why he's not, like, why his throws are awful. That makes way more sense if he's dealing with some kind of ankle thing. Because, yeah, it would completely explain why. It actually almost completely explains it. In my opinion, anyway, it does. All right. 2nd and 8. You got help on your homework? Well, that's good. It's always helpful. Oh, shit, let me unmute this, by the way. It's always good to get help. Herbert rolls around. He's going to just tuck it and slide down. Well, fall down anyway. 3rd and 9 coming up. Well, they're going to call that a sack. That's kind of a light sack to give somebody. I'd probably call that a tackle. It's not like he was... I guess he gave himself up. I guess it is a sack. I don't know, technically.
Because Herbert has been hurt this year. He hasn't looked quite the same running. We did a game against them, against Pittsburgh last year. He was running all over the park. I'm starting to see...
He was limited in practice. That makes a little bit more sense. Well, down goes Herbert. That'll be a 3rd down sack. Chargers will have to punt it away. Dolphins defense keeping them in this game today. Well, the Packers pie is on a great weekend. Why is this a great weekend to have a bye?
He is going to see the chip and spin right off of it. He wanted no part of that chip.
Oh, there you go. Now you could have focused and studied and got all ready and everything. Now you're all super ready, hopefully ready to go for tomorrow. Whoa, they called roughing the passer? Oh, that's a fucking bad call. How's that roughing? Dude, is that really is the little tag there at the end the roughing? Is that what they call roughing when you do that? When you, like, touch him on your way up? Because he didn't even put his weight on. He, like... It really was him putting his weight on his arm. Really. That's roughing the passer? Oh, wow. Yeah, KHY, chill out, man. Yeah, I get it, though. Whoa. That's roughing the passer. Right there, that should have been roughing the passer. They hit his ass as he was, like, throwing the football, and it looked like they brushed his arm. They could have flagged that as roughing more than they could have the last throw. Oh, that last sack, oh. You have no exams tomorrow. Tuesday, I have no really a exam, but at a party for my SISU class. And Wednesday, 2 exam. And okay. Well, either way, use the days to study. Weight on the shoulder. Yeah, it's kind of a bad rule. It was. I really would. That was, as you said, it's kind of a BS flag. Certainly is because he's Justin Herbert. A lesser quarterback with a less popular name probably doesn't get that call. I seen the way Mike White got hit today, and if that wasn't roughing the passer, then I don't know what the fuck could be. Another one on the Dolphins. Oh, had block in the back. So that'll back the Chargers up now. All right, penalties are good now. I don't. It's whatever. 2nd and 17. There you go. Kind of offset. In my mind now, at least. Oh, yeah, no, never mind. That's pretty fucking obviously a block in the back right there. Oof. Pretty textbook block in the back. You got 95? Nice. Congratulations, Kenny. Good job. No, that should have been a false start.
17, Herbert ripped it in the middle. Effort couldn't make
Incomplete pass. It'll be 3rd and long. 3rd and 17. That should be. It should be 2nd and 22 right now. But
You called it. He ripped that thing.
guess every so often you can get away with the false start.
But he also put the ball in a position.
Watch the right tackle. He's moving a little early again.
I mean, as a receiver, that
The rule is for Aaron Rodgers, Anthony Barr, tackle. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know it's the Aaron Rodgers rule.
that's the one you
Next weekend, oh, you're done with classes and you get it's weekend break.
haven't called the name.
Saturday football. It's a good times.
Number 2 for the Dolphins. Traded from Denver to Miami. He's rushing the passer on 3rd down. Herbert escapes to the right again.
Unable to get the first. It'll be stopped at the 41. 4th and 2 at the 41.
And on 4th and 3 up 10, Staley will kick it away.
Damn, nice job.
Dolphins defense that's been on the field.
Congrats, Kev. That's a really good video.
They have a bunch of backups out on the field as well. Don't forget the Miami Dolphins this year. Their defensive back.
Hell yeah. What's the video about?
Manuel Agba, all those guys missing from that defense as well, and they have to be exhausted. They've been on the field so long. They've come out here in the second half, though, and made plays.
J.K. Scott. Cedric Wilson awaits.
There's the punt. And Miami, I think fair caught it. Okay.
Against this guy,
1st and 10 at the Miami 24. 1st and 10 at the Miami 24. Here come the Dolphins to try to make this a much closer game, but their offense is gonna have to play a little bit better than they have so far. Commercial break yet again. So you know how it is. When the game comes back on, it'll be Dolphins ball. Oh, it's okay. Was it just like a is it the home run or something? Da-na-na. Come on, hopefully it's a fast break. The very few people watching this are all going to leave if the commercial break lasts too long. It's a bit of a bummer. This stream is just not getting going. At least we're up in the double digits now, so that's always a good thing. And we got like 13, maybe 14 total likes, which is pretty good. I have 14 likes. That's pretty good. Pretty solid. Appreciate y'all. If you haven't left a like, consider doing so. It'll help the stream out and maybe get a few more people in here. Yeah, hopefully you don't get copyright for it. That would be ideal. What do we got? 17. I think this. Nope, still commercials. Jeez. So do we think Miami starts playing better offense today, or do we think 2-3-17 gets worse and worse and worse? You know what sucks is like Deshaun Watson played bad today, and a bunch of Miami people were like, "See this? I'm glad we didn't get this guy." And it's like, well, Tua didn't play any better. In fact, he somehow played worse than Deshaun did today. Soft drinks? I don't know why they call it soft drinks for sodas and pops. Who, Deshaun? Yeah, he definitely played better than last week. People think he was supposed to come in like he hadn't fucking missed any time. It's like, no, it was always going to be a bad few games. They also played the Bengals today. The Bengals are really good right now. They're cracked out. Oh, they're going to run it. And small gain. That was actually a pretty good gain. 2nd down and 2. 8-yard pickup. Yeah, that was like a really good gain, actually. I don't know what I was saying. A small little gain. Huh? What do you mean small little gain? First down for the Dolphins.
35-yard line. So circle back, Chris. The Dolphins throw the ball, number 2 in passing yards. The Chargers.
What's Mostert gonna do?
Bad. And Miami hasn't run it much.
7 carries, 22 yards.
The other thing is, I think
Not terrible, right? What was that, like 3 yards? Oh, that's actually pretty bad.
between the numbers, and that is where Tua has made all his money this year.
Chargers have the 29th ranked rush defense. Tonight they've given up 48 rushing yards, which means that they've...
Clogging it up, and
I don't know what they're doing different, but they clearly fixed something with their defense. They're playing really good tonight. I guess when you go from Josh Jacobs to whatever the hell the Dolphins have as a running game, it's really quite the fucking letdown.
4 games. And he goes to the 40-yard line. Tagovailoa the last 3 games. No rush attempt.
What about Amari Cooper? He's pretty solid. Second down and 5.
Jalen Waddle really has been a non-factor in this game, but watch what they're doing. They're playing this one coverage in the middle of the field, so there is a safety sitting.
Oh, he had Waddle.
Tua saw him.
Missed him.
Just did not want to take
Right there.
the
Boom.
chance.
Throw it now.
Interception, so they are
Yeah, he missed it on that. If he would have threw it more,
Tua wants the most.
just a more, like, not exact, like more toward the right hash mark, it looked like he'd probably had that first down. Cooper dropped a lot today. Eesh. 3rd and 5, no gain. They'll give him forward progress, so if not, it would have been a -1, but it's 3rd and 5. 7 minutes to play here in the third quarter. 6:59 and counting, so 6:58, 6:57. Dolphins lining up to do their 3rd and 5.
Quarterback, sometimes you see that too high, and you've got to read it on the fly. It's not easy to do. It really isn't. But Tua has been doing it all season long. This isn't the first team that's tried to take away the middle of the field.
Ooh, they're mismatched.
Pressure look now out of the
Dolphins will get a first down. Okay, never mind. They call timeout. I was gonna say that's a first down. The Dolphins have that easily. They have, like, somebody's gonna get wide open on that play. That could have been a touchdown. That was almost a disastrous moment.
now. San Francisco played a lot of zone defenses, and what did they do? They took
Chargers came out in a bad alignment on that one.
dropping linebackers out a great opportunity that time to hit the post.
Don't know if I like the fact that they had to use that timeout there. That could be costly tonight. But with the way the Dolphins' offense is playing, I guess you don't really have to be too careful. At least not yet. It could be costly.
Not particularly close. We know he has a little bit of an ankle in.
Really only depends on if the Dolphins get going. That's going to wind up killing them, that timeout.
Team tonight. So it's 21 of 50.
Last week, Tua was 18 of 33. Tonight, he's 3 of 17. Eesh.
68% of his passes for the year. Coming into tonight. 3rd and 5. Shortest distance on the 3rd down.
Oh, deep pass, touchdown, Dolphins. Yeah, that's no one's gonna catch him. Dude jogged into the end zone. The defender fell down, number 43. He tripped, and that was.
60 yards.
He jogged it in. Yeah, that was too easy. 14-7 coming up, pending the extra point. Probably won't miss inside though. But you never really want to, over commit to it. So 17-14 until they hit the extra point. Or 17-13 anyway, but it's pending.
Why do they do that? To get the safety to lean that direction?
Why are they acting like this is some great play? Number 43 tripped.
Against the guy who's been playing him great all night.
Fell down. This is going to just be a free play.
Down. Tyreek Hill goes to the end zone. And here we
As long as Hill don't drop. All right, it's 14-17, so the Dolphins come roaring back in. Now it's a 3-point game. They're heading to a commercial break here. Long touchdown play to Tyreek Hill. It is 6:23 to play in the third. 6:23 left in the third. Chargers lead 17-14. All right. There we go. Dolphins put themselves back in. Now we got ourselves a game. Won't be super boring. Won't be dull. This could have been ugly if they didn't. If Miami didn't come away with points and Chargers got the ball back and scored again. It would have been one of them situations where you're like, "Uh-oh, this is getting worse and worse." going on tonight? Is there any people just not interested in this game? I know there isn't any Chargers fans. Like, I know that's like a thing. Like, they just don't exist really. But like, I know there's a bunch of Dolphins fans. They're one of the more popular teams. So I know I got it, but yeah, I don't know. These unpopular ass teams make it hard to stream, like the Chargers and shit, because like nobody shows up and goes, "Go Chargers." I think in my entire life of streaming, I have yet to run into like a singular Chargers fan. And we've been covering the NFL for a very long time here. Yeah, there's some, like, they exist. We just don't really run into them here. Like, they're barely, like, they probably have like their own little fan circles, because like I never see like San Diego based sports teams fans anywhere. They might just not exist. They're just not around. Or they have their very niche little circles, like Falcons fans. You never see them motherfuckers anywhere either. But for some reason, a team like the Lions has like fucking 40 different fan communities. They're one of the strongest like internet groups on the fucking Twitter. They're one of their fan groups got hired by like a local radio thing, and now they're like a legitimate part of like Lions media coverage and shit. It's like, why is that a thing? How are there that passionate? Like, how are there that big of Lions fans, but there ain't but like 400 Chargers fans that exist? I've always found that to be baffling. I don't know about anybody else. Lions, Detroit sports in general seem to have this really big online presence, for as bad as their sports teams have been. Giants are also a huge internet fan base. They might have one of the biggest fan bases online. Oh, can they just put the fucking game on? 1st and 10. And 5-yard pickup. Maybe 6, depending on where exactly he was at. It'll be, what, 2nd and 5? I think Eminem likes all the Detroit sports teams. He's always at Pistons, Red Wings, Tigers, Lions games. I think he just likes Detroit sports. I think that's his shit. He really likes the Lions. He's really heavily involved with them these days. Woo! What a play by Mike Williams. All the way to the Miami 15 goes Mike Williams. What a throw. What a catch. Nice play.
This is special. Here we go this way, and then let's throw it all the way across the field.
Sheesh.
This is like a John Elway play. I remember John Elway used to do that stuff.
That was nice. Well, Keenan Allen stays in bounds, stays on his feet. He's forced out. Just out of bounds goes Keenan Allen to the, where is he at? 8 or 6? Right around the 5-yard line. I think he's at the 8. So 2nd and 3. Yeah, 2nd and 3 at the 8. McKitty. That's a great name. Back in 2 seconds.
Stop.
He really has been something. I don't know where the Miami Dolphins would be if this undrafted rookie did not have the season that he has had. He plays on the outside, he plays on the inside, and they just could not be more excited about what he's done.
This is a team that goes quick, and the Chargers do here on 3rd and 3, and we get a whistle for a flag and a false start.
I'm back.
Themselves here.
Oh, I didn't miss anything. Who figures? False start. Ooh, that's a bad call. 3rd and 8 now. Back to the 13 go the Chargers.
They're the second quickest team in terms of running plays.
What's up, Barry? Welcome back. I don't know if you really left or anything, but
Watch what happens here. Corey Linsley goes
at least you're chit-chatting right now.
just standing there, and the minute he puts his hand on the ball, just snaps it. Now, I don't really know what the illegal part is.
Jalen Carter, yeah, he reminds. Yeah, he's going to be really good. He's a tackle, right? That'll be 4th and 8. Incomplete pass intended to number 1 in the back of the end zone, and unable to find Patriots. So it looks like the Chargers might have to settle with kicking it. So it looks like it could be 20-14 if it goes through. He's a DT. Yeah, he seems really good. Probably going what, like top 3 consensus, top 5 at the very least. He's like Jordan Davis, but like Jordan Davis on crack, basically. And it's like, damn. You know, that's when something's really good, when it's like on crack edition. All right, that's good. That was only 30 yards. I can't imagine that not have been being good. All right, 20-14 is the score. Looks like they're going to go to a commercial break. Commercial break coming up here in just 1 second. Oh, they're just doing like they're playing music though. It'll just be a 30-second timeout, so that's good, or a commercial. 4:18 to play in the third. 4:18 to play here in the third. It'll be the Dolphins ball on the kickoff. We'll see that coming up here in just a second once they get past this little 30-second commercial thing. Bum bum bum. Da na 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 na. Last Thursday night, we had to get off the game. We left early last Thursday night. Number 1, because my internet was acting like complete fucking dog shit. But number 2, that game was awful. But isn't that the one where the Cowboys won like 54-10? And then they had to struggle bus it versus the fucking Texans today. Football's a funny game. Funny game. Here's finally the kickoff.
Touchback there. All right, Terry, might help us out on this in the snap.
Yeah, Mike. He went down.
You fought through adversity. There you go. Yeah, that's the Texans are a good team to face adversity from. No, I wouldn't be worried. So Texans are a little underrated at 1-11-1. They're a little better than their record indicates. It's like, damn, I would hope so.
Read that rule book over and over. There's always something. So Tyreek starts this drive on the sideline. They've been treating that ankle.
1st and 10. Let's see what they do. Little fake motion here. Hand off to Raheem Mostert. Hey, he breaks the tackle. Gets up to about a 12-13 yard gain. 1st and 10 to the 38. Go the Dolphins. Here they come, folks. Like it or not. 2 is what peak performance as a quarterback looks like. You may not like it, but... Oh, they did what they had to run a 2 QB system. I understand how that could throw you off. Yeah, I don't know what they were trying. They proved it, but like not fully. They're like, look, we could almost win this game. We just don't want to. It's like, okay, that's like a weird thing to like almost be able to do. Hey, we're up to 16 likes though, so if you haven't left a like, consider doing so. We might actually hit the like goal tonight, which would be pretty crazy. So, if you don't mind, if you haven't peeked at your like bar, consider, throwing me a good old like. We've saved 16 kids from getting sniffed from Joe Biden, so If you're serious about saving kids, you know, I'll leave a like. I'll donate. For every like donated, I donate $1 to the Stop Joe Biden Fund. We raise enough money, we get to chop his nose off. Oh, I'm just playing. We won't ever smell another kid again.
Watch this play here on the outside by Chris Rump. Outside zone play, and somehow against that sprint champion, he was able to come back out and actually make contact with him. If he did not do that, and Mosher with
all right, what do we got? Second and 10. Tua looks, kind of a bad throw, incomplete. Third and 10. Would have been a negative play anyway. Probably want that to be. Fortunate incomplete. Tua turned the ball over. He's playing more like his old moniker, isn't he? Anyway, third and 10 coming up. Ball's at the Chargers 48. Oh, down goes Tua. Fourth and long coming now. That's like a huge sack. That pushed him all the way back to the Miami 40. Jesus Christ. 2:05 to play here in the third. They're going to be punting the ball away. Ah, you got to punt that one, man. That was bad.
Defensive line, they've had so many people hurt this season. He's the only one left, and that was a big play there.
All right. McDaniels and the Dolphins punted away. And it'll be first and 10 at the 13 for the Chargers. I'm guessing they go to a commercial break. Yep. Oh, wait, maybe. Not officially.
South Beach, it has been good defense, 15.3 per. That is the second best point total in the league. It's no fun.
Not quite. Not quite.
It has not been fun traveling for the Dolphins defense. Most points allowed in the NFL, and the difference, 17.5. Home v. road will be the largest difference since the Bills defense back 40 years ago. And it's become even harder with some of the injuries they've had on defense throughout the season. We mentioned Eric Rose out on the last drive. Their safety with a hand.
So the Dolphins aren't very good at defense on the road is what that stat reads. Comparative to what they are on at home. You're not watching this, stud? Why aren't you watching it? Second and 1, ball out to the 22.
Both sides this time, they are trying to get after Herbert. They are trying to disturb this young man, but he is undisturbable so far in this game. He just looks like he doesn't care if he's getting hit or if they're bringing pressure. This is a masterful performance so far.
But yeah, if you're not a big fan of Tua Tagovailoa, this is a pretty good ammo game. You're not watching.
This is why they keep running those bootlegs, because they're sending Jalen Phillips to the inside, and with the kind of speed and quickness that he has, Trey McKitty.
Oh, you're driving a truck. Oh, fair enough. Makes sense.
So basically, you almost know the next time they're going to try the bootleg.
6 tackles for Phillips.
I appreciate you sticking by the stream. I know there's a lot of Dolphins channels out there that you could be watching. 3rd and 2. That pretty much do the exact same thing I do. So appreciate you tuning in. Dolphins get a hold. It'll be 4th and 1. So that'll also end the 3rd quarter too. So that'll end the quarter. So they'll go to the, I'm going to mute it here because it's going to a new quarter. 4th and 1 here for the Chargers coming up. 4th and 1 to start the 4th quarter. As per usual, nothing really happened here in the 4th quarter. It's just kind of a blase, kind of blah, blah, blah quarter. Oh, boy. The NFC South right now is 6-7, 5-8, 5-8, 4-9. I'm glad you. I'm glad I have. You know, I appreciate the kind words there, stud. Let's see. I'm just looking around on Twitter, seeing if there's anything cool going on. Damn. The guys from Scrubs are doing, what is this? Some new mobile phone commercial thing. From some random ass phone company. They must be not doing so good. Homer, streaming like that, you can see the good and bad in all teams plus your own. Yeah, exactly. I think that's important. I try to anyway. Sometimes I let my bias get in the way, like with certain teams, but you know, it is what it is. Everyone's got a little bit. Only team I have a real problem with subjectivity with, I would say, would be the Jets. I just think they kind of suck, but they do have a good offense anyway. And pieces of a good, or good defense with pieces of a good offense. Not going to do much with that line, though. Blah. And Tucker's good. And I think they got another good piece, but I think they're both hurt. So, I don't know. Yeah, I try to. Yeah, I try to keep it reeled in. I could just be a Homer Patriots stream. That'd be a nuisance. It's tough dealing with New England fans. Some people are fucking babies about some things. I love Patriots fans. They're very fun. They're very knowledgeable football fans. Like, for the very most part, they know a lot about football. But boy, oh boy, are there some fucking babies in this fan base. We'll fire Belichick. We don't win the Super Bowl every year. Yeah, I know when you started watching. You started watching that before the last Giants Super Bowl. Or right after the Giants Super Bowl. You can tell which Patriots fans don't think we should fire anybody, really, except Patricia. Because it's like, we went through like a 10-year period without winning shit, really. If you don't know that as a Patriots fan, you're not an actual Patriots fan. You're a bandwagoner, I think. Unless you're just young, and then it's not really fair. But if you're older and you don't remember like that stretch from 2006 to probably 2005 to 2013, 14, when we beat the Seahawks, where we just didn't do much. Had an undefeated season, but then we lost in a Super Bowl. That fire Belichick crowd would have been strong in like 2009 when we hadn't done shit for 2 straight years. And then in 2000, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I asked you at halftime if he were playing. Is he in the game? He's done absolutely nothing. Just the speed out here.
Was that first down? Yeah, it was. Okay. I don't know why I didn't think that I don't know what I thought there. 1st and 10 for Miami at the 45, at their own 45. My brain just went blank on that play. I was like, did they get the first down on that? It was like a fucking 30-yard gain, almost. 20 yards. They get the first? Yeah, by like a little bit. They're going to run it here, and they get just a couple. It'll be second, and I don't know where the forward progress is at. 8? Probably could have been a couple yards higher.
Ugly and pretty at the same time. Yeah. Right? Yeah. It's weird. There have been so many strange plays.
Finally. Woo! I think he's been trying to. It's just the offense hasn't been very good tonight.
Are you allowed to be proud of professional football players? I think the effort.
I don't think they're not throwing to Watt a lot of a choice.
I didn't have a clue how they were going to shut down this offense without the players.
Unless the Chargers are just locking shit down tonight, which is very possible. Very possible. Oop. Good way to avoid the pass rush there by Tua. He's going to run with it, and he gets the first. All right, 1st and 10 at the Chargers 44. Good little scamper there by Tua. Good pocket presence there to avoid the pass rush as well. Stepped right up into it, ran through it, and read that really well. For some reason, the defender pulled off. Looks like if that one defender doesn't pull off, they hold off getting that first down. He got like tricked back into coverage or something. And that run goes nowhere. It'll be 2nd and 9. Damn, Miami's run game has been just snuffed out almost at every opportunity possible at this point. The Chargers have just been fucking snuffing out every, like, if it's a traditional halfback run, they've just been, maybe yard, maybe 2 yards, 3 yards at the most. All right, 2nd and 9. Let's see the play. Tua drops, looks, throws. All right, well, he got hit as he was thrown, so that's why the bad throw was bad. 3rd and 9. Let's see where that ball was supposed to go. That was the fun part of some of these. It's like, where was that supposed to go? Oh, he just threw it down the middle. That actually wasn't thrown anywhere. Yeah, that's intentional grounding. I was going to say that was just thrown into the middle of the field. All right, it's 3rd and 19 now. I'm going to say that's usually intentional grounding. I didn't realize there was nobody there. It's 20-14. It's a pretty good game. Chargers are up. It's Dolphins have the ball. 3rd and 19. Tua's having a really good game, probably career game. He's 5 of 21. It's pretty solid. I'm sure Mike is going to, love the fact that Tua's having such a career performance at 5 of 21, 104 yards and a touchdown. It's been a good try. I mean, Tyreek Hill has 81 of those yards. Or now he's got 81 of those yards. Ah, boy. 4th and 11. Looking like the Chargers will be getting the ball back here with a little, about 11:35. Well, I don't know when they punt it. They'll punt it. Look at the ball back around 11:20 or so. Bacon didn't go for it. And the Lions did earlier, and they got like a 9-yard conversion on it. Teams just aren't built like the Detroit Lions, sadly. Dan Campbell would have gone for it there, but Dan Campbell's built different. I guess not every team has Jared fucking Goff at quarterback, so, I guess I get the hesitation. Hey, I mean, the Lions ran a fucking dirty fake punt today. 1st and 10, ball's at the 11-yard line. 1st and 10 at the 11 for the Chargers. 1st and 10 at the Chargers 11. Chargers have the ball. They have the lead. It's 20-14. They could put a pretty good icing on this cake with the touchdown. 11:20 to go. 4th quarter. Commercial break. Yeah, the Lions ran one of the more obvious, like they were going to fake the play because they were like huddled up for like 5 seconds on a punt. They broke the punt. The punter looked like he clearly was never even going to get the ball. He was just looking around. I was like, oh, they're faking it. And everybody on Minnesota knew they were faking it except one guy. This one guy, for some reason, hauled ass down the field for about 10 yards. And the Lions guy who got the direct snap just went exactly where he should have been. Like, it's one of them things where had that guy just not fucking blown his, just completely just fallen for a fake punt, which that's baffling that he did that. When it's like, hey man, the whole world knows the Lions are faking this right now. No team breaks a huddle for that long if they're just going to punt the football. They're either going to get you guys on a hilarious fake punt or on an actual punt and no one's going to be down there to cover it and it's going to be like really good field spot, or They're faking it. And the Vikings just went, yeah, they're faking it. And one guy went, I don't think so. Good job by the Lions. Go Cowboys. Yeah, you guys had a close win today, Brando. Man, that's a long commercial break. Nobody wants to watch this. Please put the game back on. Oh, there we go. Dun, dun.
And by Puss in Boots, The Last Wish, in theaters Christmas. Remember the holiday gift we all got? The Kellen Winslow game, the epic in Miami, the 1981 playoff Chargers. Dolphins rallied back, forced overtime. Winslow dragged off the field, made all those catches.
All right, let's see what the Chargers do. This is a big drive in this game. Chargers can put some points up. They could probably win this game on this drive. Let's see. They go with the handoff here. Oh, no good. 2nd and 9 coming up. They'll be giving forward progress, I'm guessing. I'm going to go get a little bit more soda. I ran out. Thirsty as fuck.
In 2 different games, he was knocked out of 2 different games. Officially, he was not knocked out for the first one. He was the second one in Cincinnati 4 days later.
Yeah, that was the Buffalo game where he got hit at halftime and people were concerned with what happened. They said he was examined for the back. There was the investigation with the NFL and the medical situation and the protocols that have changed to going forward from that. That was the way it was officially diagnosed the first time and then knocked out in the Cincinnati game you just referenced. Here's Herbert, under heat, fires sideline, and Allen with the catch. Eden's going to be short of the first down to the 16-yard line. So we have a big 3rd and 5 coming up, 4.5 into the final quarter.
Jalen Phillips is breaking out here on national television.
Sorry about that. Where are we at? 3rd and 5?
When he's taking knocks, he is still
Looks like it. All right, 3rd and 5.
be a factor in this game.
10 minutes and 5 seconds to go in the game. Let's see what the Chargers do here. Big 3rd down. Chargers throw it. Oh, they get the first to Keenan Allen. Good play there for the Chargers. They keep the chains moving and they keep the ball in their possession. 1st and 10 at the 25.
And immediately Keenan Allen turns around and points right back to his quarterback and said, "How did you just do that?" Watch this.
Yeah, this stream is just never got going. I don't even think this thing has 300 total VOD views yet.
Good stuff.
Great job by our team. Well done. Great job by those two.
Just a ghost town tonight. No one wanted to come by. None of the regulars are here. None of them have been here.
Yards on the gaze. He's bumped out at the 32 by Kohu.
Just feels under control, doesn't he? He just really feels under control. If you're willing to make that throw, that last one, where your guy is completely blanketed and you're going to throw it right past his ear hole to make it, it's been one of those performances tonight. And I think
Anyway, 2nd and 3.
but Justin Herbert getting healthy too.
Ball's at the 32.
Extra offensive lineman in, 2nd and 3.
And they're going to go play action, throw, in and out of the hands of 5. Nah, that's not PI. I don't know what you're looking for. 3rd down and 3 here for the Chargers with 8:44 to play in the game. 8:44 left here in the 3rd quarter. The score is 20-14. Chargers over the Dolphins. It feels like it's setting up for like a game-winning, like 1-point win for the Dolphins. Could be wrong though. I don't know. It's the big 3rd down coming again. Staley's getting all pissed off about something on the sideline.
This is generally when it is Keenan Allen time.
All I do was a robot.
Never know with Mike Williams back on the field.
Allen's in motion. That's
Quick pass to Keenan Allen, and he gets a 1st down.
at the 36-yard line.
That was a big play. Chargers, the Dolphins just can't seem to stop this guy right now.
And it was interesting watching the
1st and 10 to the 37 go the Chargers.
Keenan Allen. One are his releases.
Dolphins need a turnover or something.
But the other thing was just
Because this drive's starting to take a little too much time as well at this point.
he is just one of those kind of wiggle guys.
So now they're going to be just or under, or right above 7:59 when this has to be snapped by.
Trust him. When we asked Herbert about him, he just went right to third down. He goes, yeah, third down.
No, it's got to go. Okay, it's got to be by 8 seconds or 8 minutes. I was off by a second. Not a bad run. All right, 7:55 to play in the game, so the clock's ticking. We're at 7:50 now. 2nd and 7 after a 3-yard run by Eckler. The ball's at the 40.
We haven't talked about tonight is Corey Linsley. When he is on this offense,
Pretty tense little game here as we come to the closing moments.
unbelievable. No sacks in the last couple of years, no hits. But he also, more than that, he calls the signals at the line of scrimmage. And Justin can veto it.
Herbert under center. Looks like they're going to try to run it here. Or go play action. Yeah, play action. Ooh, Herbert got hit as he threw it, but he had a guy wide open, and that'll be a first down. Oh, that's Keenan Allen. Why the hell was Keenan Allen so open on that play? Kind of seems like a bad defensive game plan to just be like, all right, their best receiver, leave him open. Why? He won't catch it.
They're rushing 5 here, okay?
They'll think it's an optical illusion. They won't even throw it to him.
What happens is you're only able to drop 3, so the gaps in
Yeah, I don't know why that was. He's just wide open. He's just standing there all by himself.
the was by a little
You should have broke the zone coverage on that one, Miami. What the hell was that?
those goals against zone defense is probably
38 completions tonight for Justin Herbert, which is good for a career high. Ball's at the Miami 42. Let's see what the Chargers do here. Go with a handoff. Oh, no, they go with the, what the hell? Direct snap to Eckler. I thought that's what that was. Eckler got a direct snap, and there was another running back in the backfield. Yeah, okay, that's what I thought. I was like, wait a minute, that's not Herbert. He's a little too small to be Herbert. Took a snap, and then they did those Wildcat type play. Little Wildcat offense here against the Dolphins.
Jalen Hurts all season and knows these plays work really well.
Dolphins bit pretty hard, too, on that handoff to 2-5 there. That was a nice play. 1st and 10. Ball's at the 32 of the Dolphins. They go with that pitch play to Eckler, and he runs it forward for about a yard or two. 2nd and 8. 5:55 to play and counting, so we're down to 5:52, 5:51, 5:50. You get the idea. Damn, Justin Herbert passed Andrew Luck's most passing yards in first 3 seasons. Luck had 12,957, and Justin Herbert is officially at 13,060 with a few games to go. Congrats to Justin Herbert. That's a pretty cool little stat, little accomplishment to pass. Good quarterback to pass up. I would say anyway. 2nd down and 8 here for the Chargers. Ball at the 30-yard line. Herbert looks. He's going to have to drop back a little bit. Throws. And just kind of threw it away. 3rd and 8. Big, this is a huge situation here. The Dolphins need a stop, like, dramatically.
Those big plays in the game now, aren't we?
And they really can't really give up any yards on this either. They need, like, no game play.
For this Miami defense, they just have to do it one more time. And sort of right on the fringe there certainly would be a long
Hey, but if you're listening and you haven't left a like, consider dropping one. Helps us get closer to the like goal of 20. I'm wondering if we'll even hit that this stream. Maybe. Boy, doesn't look too good. 3rd and 8. Ball's at the 30. Herbert looks, and he's got a first. Oh, no, that's bad news if you're a Dolphins fan. That guy just pretty much iced this game on that run. If you're the Dolphins, you might want to consider your timeouts now. It's coming down to one of those moments where it's like, the clock is not your friend right now if you're Miami. Probably don't want them running it down into the three-minute range.
This is one of the great performances we've seen this year.
If at all possible. 1st and 10 at the 20. Chargers just outside the red zone on what could be a game-capping drive.
He wasn't the same guy from the Kansas City hit that he took week 2, and now he is using those legs.
Hand it to Eckler, and he powers forward, breaks a few tackles, gets a first down. What a good run by Eckler all the way to the 9. Or, well, the 8 even. 1st and goal to the 8 goes Austin Eckler, and Miami takes their first timeout. Very well, their 2nd timeout of the half. So timeout Miami at 4:17. 4:17 to play here in the game. Chargers are knocking on the door. It's 1st and goal at the 8. Don't know why they tried to stop him from running that touchdown. They probably, like, unironically, once he got past right there, if you're the Dolphins, you know what you do? Give up and let him score. That, they're all, yeah, you probably just got to give up the touchdown right there. He would have ran that shit in too, and that would have been a terrible decision because that gives way too much time to the Dolphins, and they don't have to use a timeout right there because this has been a 13-play, 7-minute drive. They should have let that touchdown score. This is too long of a drive. Plus, they had to burn a timeout, and now they've only got one left. That's not good. Not good. I can't believe Mike McDaniel's being out-coached by fucking Brandon Staley right now. This is coaching, by the way. Hilarious that McDaniel's getting out-coached right now. It feels like it anyway, doesn't it? It sure the fuck feels like it. Like, why didn't you tell your defense to, like, give up the running, like... Unless, I guess you're really confident your defense is getting the stop here, but... I don't know. Last couple drives, I don't know. That's what I mean. Like, Tua's been super limited. You can't really let that score get any. Yeah, I guess with Tua being limited and what he can do, yeah, I guess I could see why you're kind of being defiant on not giving up this touchdown. I guess I see both sides to it, huh? Herbert's 38 of 50 for 371 and a TD. The liberal... Again, the funniest all-time comparison for Justin Herbert is always going to be he's Josh Allen, but for liberals. 2nd and goal here for the Chargers. Oh, they fumbled this. No way. Oh, no. Who got it? Oh, the Chargers came away with it. It'll be 3rd and goal at the Miami 6. Woo. Dolphins almost just got Christmas right there for him. Mishandled the snap, too, from Lindsley. That was almost an incredible mistake by the people involved. Man, it's a good thing Herbert's like fucking 6'7" and has gorilla-length arms. Floats it out to Eckler, and the Dolphins, he stays in bounds. That's not good. So that'll be like 2:40 to go, and they'll probably hit the field goal to make it 23-14, making it a 9-point game. I mean, the crazier things have happened in the NFL. Miami definitely has the offense that can fucking boom and bust down the field like that, too, so... It's not like Miami can't score in nanoseconds. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you got to score fast on one of these coming plays. Like, if you can, score within 5 plays if you're Miami. And then it sets up, like, a possible... there's almost just not enough time. 2:40 to play here. 2:40 to play. It's 23-14. 23-14 in favor of the Chargers. Yeah, a kick return is the ideal situation. If they can take a kick back to... Oh, they're going to go to commercial break. Fucking bitches. All right, commercial break here. Commercial break. It is 2:40 to play. 23-14. Chargers lead the Dolphins. For some reason, with only 40 seconds to go before the 2-minute warning, they've decided to go to a commercial break. It's really fun. Makes for a good viewing experience, I would have to argue. Hey, we're all the way up at 18 likes. I appreciate that, everybody. Thank you very much. We're literally 2 likes away from the like goal. So if you're one of the holdouts that are like, I want to be number 20, I'm pretty sure you can probably be number 20. We'll just say you're number 20. But anyway, thank you guys very much for the likes so far. I didn't, with how slow the stream has been this evening, I didn't expect to actually hit the like goal. So I appreciate that. At least we're getting a good game. That's all I really care about. Kind of not exactly what I was hoping points-wise in the game. but at least it's been entertaining. Especially the second half here. The first half was kind of dull. That wasn't very fun to watch at all. 17-7. Blah. 14-23, much better though. That's a lot better. Because now we get like, if Miami can score super fast here, then we have a really exciting finish. And maybe my pick'em won't look like dog shit if Miami wins this game. Trying to get to 6-6. I'm 5-6 right now. I'm not having the best week. It was like a minor week of upsets, and I picked a lot of weird games, and I shouldn't have picked them. The 4 o'clock killed me. I went 0 for 2. Or, well, 1 for 2. 1 for 3. I had a bad... I never do bad on 4 o'clock. I don't know what happened this week. I just didn't see it. Come on, this is a long fucking commercial for what the 2-minute warning that's cut. Jesus, man, more commercials. Why this long of a commercial break when we just fucking, like, are about to go on a break? Jesus, finally. Fuck, Miami's winning today. So basically, the AFC playoff picture, Miami will be tied with the Bengals at 9-4. So basically, the Patriots' only real hope is they got to win against Arizona, so they would take the 7th seed. So the Patriots kind of control their own destiny in the AFC. If they win, they take the Jets spot due to tiebreaker, head-to-head. And then we need the Lions to upset the Jets. Well, I don't know. Is that really an upset? Feels like an even matchup, actually, the Lions versus the Jets. Now that I'm thinking about it, looking at it, and kind of mulling it over a little bit in my head. Feels pretty even, right? Lions maybe have a slight edge, too, just because they're a way better offense. I don't even know what they're about to do at defense for the, or on offense for the Jets at quarterback. They had to send Mike White to the hospital. That dude might have internal bleeding going on. 1st and 10, Dolphins. They look, throw. Oh, they take a shot. And incomplete. Looks like illegal contact penalty, so it'll be 1st and 10 for Miami again at the 30. 2:34 to go. What did he touch him after before? Or... Oh, yeah, touched him too long. Yeah, you can't be grabbing on a receiver for more than 5 yards. You have 5 yards to do that, but then he was grabbing him fucking 10 yards down the field. It's like, dude, no, you gotta let go. Gotta let go after 5. You know this. You know this. You know... Oh, what are you doing? You're an NFL defensive back. You know the rule. He might have did that on purpose, though, to kind of mess up Tyreek's ankle and keep him out. So it was like a cost-effective penalty. 2nd and 3. This could be the 2-minute warning, unless the Miami's trying to hurry it up here. Yep, they're going to run the hurry up. We got one more play before the warning. Oof. They get the completion out to, I think, Waddle. Who's that? No, it's number 11. So it'll be that'll be a 1st down now, and it'll be the 2-minute warning. So yeah, Miami needs to come up with a score really quick here, or else I don't know. Anyway, 2-minute warning. So they're going to yet another commercial break. 2-minute warning here in Los Angeles. 1st and 10 at the Miami 44 for the Dolphins. They have it 1st and 10 at their own 44. It is 2 minutes to play in the game. Miami has no timeouts. They trail by 9. They need a lightning quick score here, by the way. But commercial break. I'm sorry about that. Not much I can do about these breaks. They throw them out there as quick as they possibly can. They're like, listen, we can get these breaks out, right? Hopefully everyone's having a good night. Hey, we're up at 18 likes. Again, if you haven't left a like, consider doing so. You could be one of the final 2 likes that we need to hit the like goal for tonight. We try to hit 20 every stream. So, you know, if you haven't done so, just consider a quick little bloop bloop. If Miami does lose, at least it won't be as bad as Brock Purdy losing. You mean beating Tampa 30? Yeah. That's very true. Exactly. You don't have the worst loss of the weekend. No one else but Tampa Bay fans do. Mainly because they got cheated. Tampa Bay did, but hey, we won't talk about that. Or, you know, Philadelphia also beat the fuck out of the Giants. You know, one of the craziest stats is, if I told you a receiver today had like 12 catches for like 230 yards, do you think his team won or lost? Oh, yeah. It was Brock Purdy lost 34-0 to Tampa. You're right. Yeah. Yeah, you've seen it too then, Stud. See, Stud's seen it too that the Bucks were winning that game. And then all of a sudden, they went to a commercial break and came back, and everybody was pretending like it was the 49ers that had done all that. I was very confused. I was like, nah, I'm getting fucking punked. This happened in one of them Giants Super Bowls to me as well, that second one. I clearly remember the Patriots winning, but then the next day, everybody was like, nope, Giants won. And I was like, what? No. Brady threw for like 8 touchdowns, set a Super Bowl record. They're like, that didn't happen. Mario Manningham, a guy who never played in the NFL again after that game. Yeah, Eagles having a great year. Are you in Super Bowl or bust mode yet, Eagles fan? You should leave a like, Eagles fan, because I think Jalen Hurts is really good and could probably win an MVP this year. He'll at least be one of the finalists for it, or he should anyway. If not, you know, I don't know who the fuck else would be. Probably going to go to Mahomes, though, unfortunately, for your team. Mahomes' numbers this year are fucking... But I don't know, he threw 2 more picks today, so that could hurt him. Them picks were not good. 2nd and 3 here for the Dolphins. Clock's ticking, 1:30 to go. Yeah, they just don't have the time. They're using way too much clock here. They need a scorer right now. 2nd down and 2, and incomplete. 1:20 to play. 3rd down and 2 coming up for the Dolphins. They need to shoot this into the end zone if at all possible. Then hit the onside and hope they can get a... They have a good kicker, so I mean, it's not even out of the odds that like they miss this and they kick a field goal and then they go for the onside. That might even be a smarter choice here. But that's a long field goal. Is that like 49, 54, 55 yards? They should be able to get that. Get out some of the game script. Dolphins score here and get ball back to win. Oh shit! All right, Stud. Yeah, they clearly went home run. They gotta just kick the field goal here and hope they make it. It's like 57, 56 yards, or anywhere from 54 to 56. I'm trying to calculate how exact far a field goal is. I think it's 12 yards to where you're currently standing, and then you add an additional 5 for a drop. I think, right? Yeah. So. To be, what is this, 55 at 37? Yep. No, it's like 8 yards. Okay, so it's an extra 18. What am I... Is it 6 yards they set back? Hey, they made it, though. That'll make it 23-17. Here comes the onside kick. Uh-oh, the Stud, he might have been right on that. Is this set up to be another 1 point like walk-off win for a team this year? So Miami has to play Buffalo, Green Bay, New England, and then that's a fucking hard end for Miami. that sucks. Chargers got to play Tennessee, Indy, Rams, and Denver. Boy, Chargers get a cupcake end of that fucking season. After they play Tennessee, their season ends effectively. Just gotta meander your way through like the Colts and the fucking Broncos. Yeah, other than the Titans, I don't know how that game's going to go. But, yeah. I don't know. Titans, yeah, I don't know what to think. I don't know what they're doing. I don't know how they lost so bad today. You know they hadn't lost to Jacksonville at home since 2013? Oh! There's a solid chance the Dolphins have the football right now. Oh, damn it. The fucking Charger came up with it. Oh, that was really good. That was fucking close. That was really close. The number 5 misplayed it. It hopped up on him or something funny, and he fucking judged it. That was a really good onside kick try. It did exactly what you needed to. It split. It went off the guy's hands a little bit, and it just... there was just a missing guy there at the fucking trickle out. And the Chargers kneel it down. Damn. Well, that pretty much ends the game. What a good performance tonight. What a good game. Good finish there. The Dolphins just played like kind of shit. 10 of 28 out of Tua isn't exactly good. Especially when at one point he was like 3 of 17, 3 of 18 or something like that. That's pretty bad. But yeah, looks like the Chargers will improve to 7-6. The Dolphins fall to 8-5. Good little football game. Yeah, this is on Tua. Yeah, the defense played well enough that they should have won this game. I don't know what Tua was doing tonight. He stunk it up. Yeah, hey, Justin Herbert isn't the social media quarterback now. Now it's Tua. Yeah, have a good one, stud. You drive safe out there, my friend. Yeah, I'm probably going to start to wrap this up soon, too. I have a lot of things that I have to start like preparing for tomorrow and whatnot and finals and yada, yada, yada. It was a fun game. Any final insights from anybody else? I don't really have much. It just kind of, the Chargers defense just completely shut out the Dolphins offense. They just kind of blanked out. So, I don't know. I thought it was an enjoyable game. Kind of a little bit dull, a little bit, it was probably better than whatever I don't know. KC and Denver might have been a better fucking game to watch. In all honesty, it would have been a more explosive, dramatic affair than what we got tonight. The game that never particularly felt like it was... Actually, I don't know. I never knew who was going to win. So, guess I had that going for it. Did we actually hit the mark? We fell 2 light short. That's all right. That's all right. If you haven't left a like, consider doing so on the way out of here. I'm going to start to wrap her up tonight, guys. All right. Thank you guys for tuning in. I appreciate it very much. Enjoy the rest of your evening. I will see you guys tomorrow for the Patriots and the Cardinals. So I hope you tune in then. If not, I'll see you when I see you next. Thank you for another fun afternoon, fun day of football. I'll see you next time. Go Lions. Go Tigers. Go Patriots. Have a good night. Good night.